Legacy, I know you're gonna kill this shit.
Yo, people, welcome back to another watch along. Big up your damn selves in the building. Make sure you smash up all the icons and subscribe if you are new. Obviously, we are here for Leeds versus Chelsea. We needed that break. I think I needed a bit of gap after what happened last week. Last week was a bit hectic. It was a bit energetic. I can't lie, it was wild. Barcelona, Arsenal back-to-back. I've been doing some stuff in the last couple of days whilst I've been away. But you're going to have to wait. You have to wait until next week for that. Listen, we're here for Leeds versus Chelsea. And boy, these are the lineups. This is also going to be fiercely contested. This is also going to be very, let me turn the volume up. It's going to be very, it's going to be aggressive. I think it's going to be an aggressive game. It's going to be one of those ones, but you have to stand up and be counted for. And we showed against Arsenal, we've got an aggressive nature now. So I'm not expecting us to run away from the challenge of duels. The team is on screen. I'm not really too bothered about it, I'll be honest. I think the defense is the only thing I'm looking at thinking, but we'll get to that. Sanchez, Chalobah, Tosin, Badiashile, Cucurella, Santos, Enzo, Pedro, Esteval, Gittins, and Delap. I think it's quite obvious that you were going to see some rotation today. There's no Caicedo. He's suspended for the next three Premier League games. So Leeds, Bournemouth, and I think it might be Everton at home. Correct me if I'm wrong. We have Atalanta in the Champions League away next week, so I'm sure he'll play that game. But the only thing I'm looking at here thinking, Tosin instead of Josh. That's the only thing I'm looking at. Why? How long is this going to go on? Is Tosin even going to be here in the next 6 months to 9 months? I think there's a centre-back that's probably going to be on the move. I think Badiashile, because he's left-footed, is probably safe unless he gets injured a lot. I think Chalobah's proven over the last couple of weeks that his form has kind of taken an upward turn. Fofana's there as well. Again, if he stays fit, the quality that he's shown in the last few games has been big quality there. And Colwell's to come back into it. Surely it's between Josh and Tosin, and surely you're picking Josh over Tosin. So I'm just thinking in terms of balance as well. Chalobah's at right back. He can't really then offer anything on the overlap. If you'd played Josh over there, he probably could have offered a lot more because he is a right back. And then Chalobah goes into the middle, which we've seen him play. Badiashile there. And then you've got your three building out, but you've also got your right back that can go forward if need be. And Josh has shown that he can go into midfield, which we haven't seen from Chalobah. Really under Maresca, it's really been Josh that's gone into centre mid. So there's a lot more tactical versatility, I think, with Josh starting over Tosin or Chalobah, if you were going to just rest Chalobah anyway, because he played at the weekend. And you leave Tosin in there. So that's the only thing I'm looking at thinking, interesting. But the rest of the team, Esteval starting is nice. I didn't actually expect Esteval to start, but he only played 45 minutes against Arsenal. He came off half-time. Started against Barca, starts tonight. So we're starting to see an increase in the minutes. For the likes of Esteval. Pedro starts again. I wasn't sure if he was going to start, but he does in the 10. Delap's up front. I think they're definitely trying to get some sort of chemistry building with Delap and Pedro now. They're trying to play them together in some of the games. Obviously, last week, Neto played up front against Barca. Pedro played against Arsenal. So Delap starts with Pedro in these lesser games. I think you're going to see a lot of them two together over the Christmas period. Maybe Palmer comes back into the starting 11 against Bournemouth. I don't know. He's on the bench today. Neto's on the bench. Josh on the bench. Gu, Garnacho, James, Hato. Maybe it's surprising for some people that Hato doesn't play. But he's going up against, for me, the best left back in this league. At least top two, if people want to debate it. But I don't think it should be a debate if we're going over long-term form since the last Euros. Cucurella, he's very durable. He's very durable. He's one of our most durable players, Cucurella. And when you're making so many changes, and I've seen this even against Lincoln, and don't get me wrong, Cucurella could do with a rest, but when you're making so many changes already, some of them forced, like Caicedo, some of them necessary, and some of them, like Palmer, not ready to play, you just maybe want to not take the piss too much, and you want to keep as much intangibles and kind of intensity as you can in this team. And I think Cucurella, he kind of sets the tempo, not on the ball, because he's not like some wizard on the ball, but I feel like he sets the tempo in terms of the team, the aggression levels. And this is a very physical game. This is Leeds away. There's history here, right? All the way back into the 1970s. I was watching a doc before this game on, so I think a Leeds fan did a really nice doc on this kind of on Twitter. You might have seen it. You know, we used to all challenge for a similar position, second and third, cup finals in there as well. There's a fierce rivalry here. I mean, there's also one with Man United. Maybe Leeds are the problem. I don't know. But there's a lot of aggression here. You don't really tend to come to Ellen Road, even when they were up with Bielsa. It's not tend to be like a nice game that you can just come and be fancy and be fickle. You need to be having a little bit between your teeth. And I think players like Cucurella, Enzo Fernandez are key for this type of one when you ain't got Caicedo as well. Santos put a foot in. Because otherwise it gets a little bit too lightweight. Might get a little bit too lightweight. So let's see. Delap's going to be there as well. Delap's going to play up front. Delap's going to have the argy-bargies. I need everybody to not be... Once again, don't be getting sent off. This is the type of game you can get a man sent off. And we don't need to be seeing that. Do we do red card roulette again? I mean, we had a red card in the last game. Do I run it again in this game? I probably do. If I'm being a serious individual, I probably do. I feel like we have to. We literally just picked up a red card. I'm actually going to go specifics. I'm not going to give you all the options. I'm actually going to handpick the most likely suspects for this red card. I think Delap, Cucurella, João Pedro is also sometimes that guy. And maybe you could make a case for Enzo Fernandez in this type of game. Could be late on a challenge. Could pick up a booking. Toss in, some people are saying. Should I take out João Pedro and put someone else in? I don't want to jinx it. Santos, people are saying. All right, let me put the two Brazilians together. Let's start formulating this. Enzo Fernandez, Cucurella, Delap, Tosin. A lot of people want to see Tosin on this list. Take out Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez is an angry guy, you know. Like, he's not one to play too many games, bro. When it comes to this thing. Chalobah. I'm going to put Enzo Fernandez and Cucurella together because I feel like they carry around the same aggression sometimes on the pitch. They're the ones that will probably be in the referee's faces the most. And then I'm going to finalize it with Tosin and Chalobah. Chalobah, Badia Shill. Okay, let me just add all of these guys together. Let's just put all the back three together that will build out from the back, and I'll put it. Delap's definitely going on his own. Delap is his own entity. He doesn't need to be sharing the limelight in his pick. He is himself. You know what I'm saying? Delap is he's a whole individual when it comes to this thing. All right, cool. But yeah, boy. This is an interesting one because this is the first one after the event, right? Obviously, everybody was pent up with a lot of aggression, animosity going into the last game. We saw that, and I think we delivered in terms of what you want as a fan. Yes, we didn't get the points. People say we're celebrating a draw. No, we're not. It's okay to be proud of your team's performance under the circumstance and the context of the fact that they were down to 10 men for over 50 minutes. However, we're not happy with the result because we needed to win. We didn't win. And because we didn't win, we put ourselves in the same position we were in before the game, which is not ideal because you want to close the gap. You want to be closer. But two things can coexist. They can make sense at the same time. This game here is kind of like a test of our... it's a different type of test for us, but it's a test of how serious we are again because we're in December now. So it's December has begun. We're the 3rd of December. This is the time where we collapse. It actually tends to take a little bit longer. We tend to get into mid-December, I think. December the 15th, December the 18th. These are kind of our dates for the crumble, for the collapse. And then we go into Christmas on our worst behavior. And then in the new year, we piss about again. And then mid-January, we figure it out. Maybe there's a few transfers as well. And then we start to fix ourselves up going into February. But if we can get through December, and I think I said on DR, I said like the 4th of January, we play Man City, the Etihad. We always seem to play Man City at the same time every single season. I don't know what's going on. That will put us in good stead for whatever conversation we want to be a part of, which is obviously the title. But right now, I think it's tunnel vision now. We've done the Arsenal thing. We've done the whole, disturb their flow, try and bring them back in, bring them back down. We haven't really come closer, but at least City have got closer. So we're just trying to tighten up the pack. Now it's tunnel vision. We don't need to look around us. I don't really care about Arsenal's result today. I'll be honest. I don't really care about City's result yesterday at Fulham. Focus on yourselves now, December, because this is your worst month. If you get through this month, going into AFCON, where we don't have any players going away for AFCON, so it's not going to affect us, then that's massive. Let's go through some super chats. You went hiding after the war on Sun. Hope you good. No, I'm good. I was on DR, but then on Big Six I couldn't make that because I was at a McLaren event, which was really good. And also Don does a great job at bringing something different to the table. So I always wanted to get Don on Big Six at some point anyway. He's been on SDS. He's been on other things as well. So he went in there on some smoke. I would not have probably gone in with such smoke. You know what I'm like in regards to, I said we needed to win, we didn't win, so I would have been pretty calm. He was not calm. He was not calm. And that's nice little differential for you lot. So, you know what I mean? But I ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? I'm here. Big up Matisse. Gittins is getting his chance at redemption. What is this with tossing? Flattening the car for sale. Fattening the car for sale. Oh, I get you now. All right, let's break this up. So Gittins, the last time I remember Gittins was really his really good performance against Wolves. Away in the cup, I want to say. Scored that absolute screamer. Then he doesn't play against Liverpool. No shock there, you know. I think Garnacho came back in for that game. And then Burnley, he was back away, and he obviously got the assist for Neto. Then he doesn't play Barca, doesn't play Arsenal. With Gittins, I don't really know if he ever is... It's difficult. Like, what does Gittins need to do to get the nod to be a starter at left wing? He can only keep ploughing away and keep chipping away. He's been contributing. You know, he's been getting some assists. He's been contributing with goal contributions. But he isn't finalized. He's not fully polished. His overall game is still being worked on. I don't know if this is a managerial thing where he's just like, you know what, I'm going to drop him in for certain games that I think he can provide, or he can play well, and then I'll take him out for the ones that are more difficult where I don't think he'll play well. So maybe the manager's seen something in Gittins in training to say, right, this is his level. It's not here, but it's here. So I can throw him in against weaker teams like Leeds, like Burnley. I remember, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful, I remember João Felix getting the same treatment last season. João Felix was playing all the Conference League games. Maybe there was a level, right? There was a lot of former managers that weren't a fan. Frank Lampard wasn't a fan. Pochettino wasn't a fan. So he didn't sign him. So then João Felix comes in again. He plays Southampton. He plays Leicester. He plays all of these teams that are getting relegated. He plays Conference League games, but he's nowhere to be seen for any of the important games. Southampton, I don't know if I said that already. I'm not saying that's exactly the same scenario as Gittins, because Gittins obviously is younger and we signed him permanently. And I don't know if it's a flip, but at 55 million, it's not easy to flip Gittins at his level and ask for anything more than 55. I think we actually overpaid. So I think he's just being managed. He's getting easier games, and then the more difficult ones he's dropping out. So let's see what happens over Christmas. I don't think he's going to consistently start on that left wing. I think that left wing position is just up for grabs now, and he's just going to keep rotating and rotating. So redemption, I don't even know if there is a need for redemption for him, because I think he's actually been pretty helpful recently when he's played. And with Tosin, is it shop market? I don't think so. I don't know. I don't really think you need to put Tosin on the shop market too much. I think we know exactly what caliber of clubs will come in for him. It's going to be your Fulhams, whoever needs a centre back in the Everton part of the table, the Sunderlands, the mid-table teams, maybe Palace to replace Mark Gurhey. He's not going to cost an arm and a leg. I don't think his wages are high. He didn't cost anything. We could easily take 15 million for him and be a big pure profit. I don't think you really need to put Tosin on the shop window. He's experienced. He's played Premier League football for a long time. You know what you're getting. You know what you're not getting, and you know what you're getting. So I don't know. I don't really feel like that's the reason. What is the Laps XG eye test saying? De Santo better. You're mad. De Santo is a nasty comparison. I'm sorry. That's foul. There was no need for that, Assad. That's Franco De Santo, the guy that we loaned out. Was it to Wigan, or we signed from Wigan? I can't remember. Argentinian striker. Was awful. I mean, he didn't do anything, did he? He had a nice name, but he didn't do shit. Matt, you were busy watching cars go round and round, and you forgot to send your Big Six predictions. Uh, I can't tell you how hectic that day was because what have I done? Talk sport, then gone to DR. Remembered that I had this event from weeks ago. Then found a replacement on Big Six. Had to go to the shop, get my drip sorted, get my shoes with my suit. Come back, get changed. Still trying to also prep some of the things that I filmed yesterday, which is a branching out pod on Tuesday, and then go to the event, see Anita. Bro, it was a mess. I didn't have time to think about predictions. And also, can we just make it very clear? This was a Monday. No one's expecting in your head, in your default settings, Monday I need to be thinking about predictions because I forgot there was midweek games. There was too many other things going on. I wasn't thinking. But I think I might have a solution. But you're gonna have to find out the next show if it's gonna work in my favor. But think fast. Don stood up for the Blues, man. Big up. I was listening to it back. He said a lot of things. A lot of things I agree with. Only thing I didn't agree with was Fofana Gabriel comparison. That was a bit strong. The only reason why I say that is because Fofana hasn't played to Gabriel's level. I get the importance in terms of Fofana for Chelsea, but he hasn't played to Gabriel's level, so we can't put him in that bracket. But I was expecting him to say we're going for the title, but he kind of reserved it and brought it back. So it was funny. Watching them all argue. So it's nice for me to just listen and laugh for once instead of having to deal with all of their questions. People keep the same energy for Delap as Jackson. I mean, we've said that so many times. You know, again, it's not that I'm out to get Delap at all, but I'm just trying to be consistent because you do need to be putting that ball in the back of the net. There isn't really any excuse. You're coming in here with better conditions than Jackson had. Jackson had a worse attack, I think, to play with in his first season, if I can remember rightly. Mudryk, Madueke, very raw. There is still raw players here, but Neto is more experienced. Esteval is better than those wingers that we've signed previously. And you've also got a Premier League season under belt at Ipswich with 12 goals that Jackson didn't have from Villarreal. So I can't really sit here and say that you shouldn't be aiming for Jackson's numbers, which was 15 in his debut season, non-penalty. And the discipline needs to be there. And the hold-up and link-up should also be there as well. Something else he was providing. So it's not an easy act to follow. You know, when people are cussing and slagging off Jackson, I get all the off-the-field antics and all that stuff. But when we're actually talking about him as a player, 25 goals in the first 2 seasons, there's plenty of people with CVs and plenty of people of a higher age demographic in this league in striker position that didn't accomplish or didn't hit those figures. So, and that was last season with a lot of criticism and also an injury and also no competition in terms of Gu being the only guy and Nkuku being misprofiled. So it's not as easy act to follow as people think. And Delap's obviously also already been injured, but you know, now that you're fit, you need to see some goals. And yeah, he helped create chances as well. But yeah, he had Palmer. Palmer was in an incredible season. Delap hasn't got Palmer right now, so that's fair. It's fair, very fair. Palmer will be back soon. He's on the bench, so you would like to think that there would be some sort of understanding between those two from the City days, but we're gonna have to see when they play together. You guys should make replacements predictions count for missing members. The only time you get punished is when you can't find a replacement. Maybe that's something to bring into next season. Maybe. Yeah, I like that idea, to be fair. But yeah, I like that idea. These guys didn't use back 3 against City. Yeah, I mean, we haven't even got into Leeds, but Leeds have decided today to randomly come with a back 5, 3 and a 2. Calvert-Lewin's up there. They've come with this wacky formation that they didn't use in the previous. Yeah, all of that good stuff. They know that this is our kryptonite or our weakness, and we're gonna have to rise above it, guys, and we're gonna have to perform. This is what it is, you know. This is why people say that the games against Burnley and Leeds and these teams are more difficult than the games against Arsenal and Barcelona. It's not to say that we're definitely going to beat the bigger teams, but I think we know exactly what we're in for, and it also suits us. Whereas this game, are we ever suited to playing back 5s? Not really. You know, we're never really up for the back 5 test. it's not the most enjoyable watch for the fans and for everyone. Whereas the big games is back and forth, there's space in behind. There's nothing better than seeing Caicedo beat a press or James beat a press and then Neto's running into acres of space. All you got to do is get that pass right, Enzo Fernandez, get that pass right, James, Caicedo, all of them very good passes of the ball. Wait it, play it into space. The space that was afforded for Neto in some of these games, Esteval in some of these games, running in behind. It's beautiful to watch. You're guaranteed to get a chance. This is different. This is a different ball game. This is going to be potentially at times frustrating. It's going to be patient, build up. You're going to have to wait for the gaps to open. You're going to have to hope that. This is the only thing as well that I don't like about the Chalobah over Josh or the Tosin over Josh. Surely with Esteval at right side, there was a case for an overlapping right back. There was a case for someone, and it's not Gusto, maybe he needs a rest, but Josh, I haven't seen Josh overlap for Chelsea that much. He's always played wide right centre-back, come into midfield in the Conference League, or he started in centre-mid, or he started left-back. He's always coming in the pitch. He's not ever going over. But as a young player in the academy, he was doing just that, overlapping. Surely that's something we want to see with Esteval at right wing, who likes to come into the 10 anyway, likes to drift all over the attack. Give him that license and that freedom to go wherever he wants. Almost give Esteval a free role to cause as much chaos as possible against a back five. So you still have your width with Josh. But again, I've not seen Josh out. Maybe he doesn't think Josh is good enough out there. That might be the thing. I've not seen Josh at first team level really get to spread his wings as a right back overlapping. So maybe he's just not rated in doing so. I think he definitely rates him as a centre mid. I think he definitely rates him similar to Reece, where you play him as a right side centre back and you can play him in centre mid, and all those things. But yeah, I'm just thinking more what he did in the academy. Like to see Josh at right back instead of Trevor. Yeah, voice of is it voice of? Let me see. It's not really opening up the rest of your name. But big up to you. The fuck? Why has that just randomly started playing? All right, cool. Oh, Arsenal 1-0 up. Brilliant. The chat's just letting me know. The chat is just letting me know that Arsenal have taken the lead. Listen, you're not going to get any favours. Don't be thinking about favours, guys. Don't be thinking about favours. I'm not expecting any favours. So, yeah. That's why I'm saying we just focus on ourselves. I'm not expecting any favours. I'm really not. Mbappe's just opened, well, not just, but he's scored again tonight against Athletic Bilbao away from home for Real Madrid. And he's actually made it 3 in the last half an hour or so. So he's got a couple of goals. Okay. But yeah, don't be expecting favours. This is, this is not what title races are about. You don't think about really getting favours this early on. You gotta do your own job. Got to mash your own work, guys. Mash your own work. The points tally that you got to think in your head that you need to be minimum aiming for is 85 points. If you're not capable of hitting 85 points, forget about it. Forget about it. You've got to have in your head 85 points minimum. Minimum. It's very rare that you see a title winner get less than that unless they've just won it at a canter and then just petered out and just chilled, put the handbrake on at the end of the season. But that's because they've already won it. Kickoff for us is at 8:15, I think. Yeah, 8:15. I haven't actually even seen Mikel Merino's goal, but I'm assuming it's a tidy finish. Let me actually put the game on whilst we're waiting for our game. But yeah, like I said, they're at home. They're gonna do their job, guys. They're gonna do their job. Delap is feeling yeah. What's the 47% for a Delap red card? Cool. Oh dear me. Deary me. Thoughts on Quenda? Quenda. Who are we Well, I did ask this question a few weeks ago. And I don't know who it's going to be. I just think if it's already confirmed that he's in the first team squad, then yeah, I don't really see how they overturn that decision, because he looks like he's probably only going to get better and better as the season goes on. He's having a lot of fun at the moment. He's playing left wing, he's playing right wing, so he's obviously got the positional versatility, which is good. I think he's a bit of a different style to the wingers that we have currently, which is nice. I think he's a pass first winger, or at least a playmaking winger. Obviously, Esteval is that as well, but he's a bit different. He's got that kind of burst of pace. Kind of a bit more, he's well-rounded, Esteval. He can do a bit of everything. Gittins, Ganacho, they're not pass-first wingers. Neither is Neto. So it's going to be one of those three. It's going to be one of those three. I don't really know how you can say who it's going to be until the season's finished. You have to wait. But is it going to be one of the guys that just signed last summer? Are they really only going to be here for one season? You can't justify loaning them out, by the way. You can't justify loaning out Gittins, loaning out Ganacho. In my opinion, for the money spent on those two players, you can't justify a loan deal. That's just ludicrous. So is this going to be about performance, or is this going to be about profit? If it's about profit, Ganacho is the easiest player to make a profit on. Even though I think what we paid is pretty north of what you'd want to pay for a player like him. I don't think you'd want to pay any more than 50 million for someone like him. We paid 40, I think. I thought we'd actually negotiate that a bit better, considering he was in the bomb squad at Man United. He wasn't liked by the manager, but we just seemed to just slap down the money immediately and just pay exactly the figure that was needed and required for them to be happy. There was no negotiation. There was no battling. There was no back and forth like there was with Mike Maignan. Could have easily, I thought, maybe squeeze them dry a little bit. Go and get them for 30. You know? Go and get him for 30. Take it or leave it if you're Man United. Then the profit margin's easier to make. Is it going to be Gittins, who costs what, 55, 52, whatever it was, 52 and a half? Who's going to pay more than that? If he's a rotation winger this season, he doesn't really put up crazy numbers because he's not getting significant minutes and he's still developing and he's raw. Who's going to pay more than what we paid? Is it book value? Okay, cool. Then we're looking at the payments over 5 years and we're calculating, okay, after 1 year, this is what the money is that we need, which is probably what's going to happen. You know, it's all just fun and games, isn't it? It's all just fun and games. So what do you need from Gittins? If you're dividing it by 5, you know, he's 52.5 million. You're looking at first season, scrap off about 10 point, whatever the hell you want to call it. So you're looking for 40 something. You know, you're looking for low 40s, mid 40s. Wouldn't surprise me. I don't know. Maybe you do that deal to get another deal done. Someone else comes in for him. I don't know. And Neto costs 60. I don't know what his book value is saying. Again, I don't know. This is what it is. It's the fun and the thrill of it. Let's see what happens. But I did warn you. I did warn you over the summer. I said, I said, some of these players that are coming in here, they're not going to be here in 12 months because I can smell it. I can smell the flip. Gu with Omega 3 coming in, or, you know, bro, I can smell it. The minutes just aren't there. I low-key see Gittins as a starter for the next seasons. I'm not even saying Omega 3 is good enough. I don't watch enough of him to say that, but I'm just saying he's coming. He's signed. He's coming in 2026. If he's going to be part of the first team, I don't know. But if he is going to be part of the first team, the only person that has to make way, I think, politically is going to be you. For 5 million you spent, you're going to easily make at least 10 million. I think you could even maybe shake a little bit of a 20 out of him if you got him some games and got him some goals. Still very young. Money to be making. Yeah, I thought that was kind of strange, bro. Omega 3 getting suspended because he thought that Strasbourg was a German club. Is that really necessary? I know it's maybe you take a bit of an offense to it, but come on. Apparently, France and Germany, this is just according to Twitter, France and Germany fighting over that land since time began. It's not even that deep in terms of the assumption. You know what I mean? Apparently, there's a bit of history there. But getting suspended for that, is that really like in the contract? I think I think he's got grounds to sue them, you know. I'll be honest. I think he's actually got grounds to sue them. I don't think they've suspended his pay. I don't know what they've suspended him from training, suspended him from playing, suspended him from what? I think there's grounds to sue. Yo, if you're watching Amiga Free, bruv, come chat to us. I'm not even a lawyer. I don't know why I don't even know I'm even putting myself up for this. I'm not qualified. I don't have the degree. I don't have the facilities. I don't have the knowledge, the capabilities to help this man. But I just feel like getting involved. Blue, and also, hold on a second. Let's just make this make sense. Blues Co. owns both clubs. We suspended our own player? How does that work? Like we suspended our own player? How did we do that? Who passed this through? Like who passed this through? Does our ownership know about this? Suspended our own player for that? Can't even step in and make boss calls and say hey ho? I don't think so. I don't understand. It was something to do with him clubbing after a loss or something. Okay, if it's something, that's what it needs to be, because I saw the stuff on Twitter was all about, you know, him thinking they were a German club and making a joke of it in an interview that before he signed Red Hair. If it's clubbing and it's partying, yeah, absolutely suspend him. Suspend his club. He needs to understand. He needs to understand when he comes to Chelsea, we're not going to have that here. You know, the microscope's going to be on you, especially if you're thinking about leading our line next season, where the appetite, I think, for a title is going to be a lot stronger than it is now. I think the appetite for a title should be a lot stronger this year, but I feel like I'm also thinking a year ahead of where we actually are, because I'm just ready. You know, I think a lot of our players are ready. I think considering the way that we move in combined 11s and the way we do our propaganda, I think a lot of us should almost have to stand on 10 toes and back some of the things we've said about some of our top players and actually demand that they be in a title race, to be honest. But we all know that we haven't actually shown that yet. So, you know, but yeah, next season, boy, you think you're going to come in here, I don't know what shirt number you're thinking of picking up, but if you think you're going to come in here next season and do any of the clubbing thing as a striker at Chelsea when we need to go for and win a title, by the way, yeah, good luck. Is Raya good or is it the defense? I think it can be both. I've seen Raya have some top performances, but he's not called upon very often, you know. But when he is called upon, that's harder. As a goalkeeper, if you're not called upon very often, your concentration levels need to be absolutely on point. You might only be asked to make 1-2 big saves a game, and your reflexes and you need to be, you know, at it. You can't afford to be sleeping. I think that's actually more difficult. If you're making save after save after save, you're in a bit of a rhythm. You're in the game. You're active. You're involved, you know. When you're not involved, I think it's more difficult. It's at least what all the goalkeepers tend to say. Wash Salah gets into our team. This version of Salah doesn't. I don't want him anywhere near my team. Not this version of Salah, no. And that's the first time I've ever been able to say that. But this version of Salah is not an appetizing, you know, version of him. You don't want that version of Salah because the tracking back isn't there. You saw it for the third goal against PSV. The one thing I can say about all of our wingers is they get their hell back into their position. They track back and they put the graft in for the team. Garnacho against Arsenal, I didn't think he was very good. He didn't really do anything. It's an NA in the second half. 10 men, can't really even judge it. There's a lot of people obviously after Wolves saying, hey, Matisse, you're going to apologise? I was like, let's see against Arsenal. Timber doesn't start, down to 10 men. Can't really grade him. Can't grade him. But he tracked back. Esteval tracks back. Neto tracks back. You know, Gittins will track back. Salah wasn't tracking back. He let this guy just glide right past him. I can't have that. That's crazy. And on top of that, you're missing bare chances as well, ballooning the ball over the bar. No way. On that wage, you're financially capping my club. You're going to financially cap my club with your wages, and then you're not going to track back, and your finishing is in the deep depths of hell? No. We're not going to have it. We won't stand for it. No one wants anyone that looks like they might be washed. I'm not saying he's washed, but I'm saying it's getting dark. It's getting very dark. And what you'd want for him personally, if you'd want rotation, you'd want someone else to step in at right wing, but they don't have another right winger. So they have to change the formation or have to play Frimpong there. So it's mad. But no, I'm not having this version of Salah over Esteval in our team. I think Esteval, you'd rather invest that time in someone on an upward trajectory. Salah is a win now player. If you're not, you need to win the league. You need to win the league. If you're not winning the league, you're not winning the Champions League, you're wasting time. You know, you may as well give that position to someone that's at least gonna go like this, because he's gonna go downhill quick. It looks like I'm gonna go downhill very fast. What happened to Buonanotte? Me, no. Good question. Where is Buonanotte? Where is he? Great question. What is happening is obvious. He is a loanee. He is not a priority. He will not be signed permanently. And unless there is a significant amount of injuries, he will not be anywhere near this team. Because why would you give minutes to someone that's not going to be here at the end of the season? What's the point? Why are you giving him minutes? Why are you developing him? It's not going to happen. So he was always going to be the last resort, the absolute last resort, just politically, last resort. And that's why I never really felt he'd have a big impact for us, because he's politically not going to get the chance to do that. And also he's a bit safe. He's very, very much keeps it ticking, and he's a good footballer. He's a good footballer, but he doesn't make that. He's not an X factor player. He doesn't make the difference. He doesn't look like he can make the difference. He doesn't look like he can do something out of nothing. He looks like someone that's just going to keep it ticking. Receive, send, receive, send, receive, send. And that's fine against Cardiff. That's fine. Carabao Cup next round. Maybe he'll play. But nah, not on a week-to-week basis. So yeah, it doesn't really surprise me, bro. If Brighton are willing to loan him out, what do you really expect from him? You know, if he was so amazing, why are Brighton loaning him out? It doesn't really make any sense, does it? Let's be honest. Are Brighton so good that they can afford to loan out players to Chelsea for Champions League aspirations and Premier League aspirations? Does that make any sense? Really? That's the type of player that you should have to pay 60 million for. So obviously, it's kind of obvious that what he's here for, you know? All right, let me go through the super chats. Some people are saying I've missed a few, but don't worry, they're all saved. JP for Quenda, becoming another Nkuku Felix. Oh, okay. I don't know about that, because you need to have competition for Palmer. And Kendry Pires doesn't seem to be playing enough minutes at Strasbourg to come into this first team next season. He needs another loan, by the way it's looking. I don't want to see Esteval in the 10 backing up Palmer, because I want to see them on the pitch together. And I like him at right wing. So João Pedro, at the very least, is needed to just be a backup to Palmer in the 10, which is dark. It's a dark dive from where he was at the Club World Cup with all those goals and those clips and dips over the PSG keepers and whatnot. You wouldn't be talking about him in the realms of a backup 10 lost in the squad. But when he signed, this is one of my concerns. How important is he going to be all and end all? Not early days. Jackson was great in pre-season too. He was getting goals. I remember in the 43 shirt. When the honeymoon period settles, when we get back down to earth, how important are you going to be? Make sure you're important, because you cost a decent amount. I don't want to be hearing about João Pedro as a backup to Palmer, but that could be a possibility. It depends on the 9. Depends on who steps up in the 9. The hope is João Pedro, once Palmer gets back to some goal-scoring form, starts up front. He's the most polished out of all of our strikers. He's the most technically gifted in terms of link-up, holding up. Even though back to goal, it's not quite. It's steady. It's solid, very solid. And then he needs to start shooting, and he needs to have a presence in the box, and he needs to anticipate cutbacks, and he needs to be on the end of chances, and he needs to get headers, bullet headers. There's a lot of questions in the attack. Even though we score goals, there's so many questions. So I understand your shout, but I'm really hoping that that doesn't become the case, that he gets lost with the two names that you just mentioned, because that is the worst case scenario when he signed. Would 2012-13 Torres start on this team? Boy, 2012-2013 Torres. I'm trying to remember how that went. I don't know. He was... I don't know. I don't know. I'll be honest, because in the Premier League, from what I remember, he was bad at times. Really, really bad. I don't think people actually realize how bad Torres actually was. Sometimes I know he did what he did in what he did in Europe. Is that that's the Europa League winning season, isn't it? Yeah. He was great in the Europa under Rafa Benitez. He was really good. It's mad how much we did to try and facilitate for him, you know. We brought in Raul Morales, we brought in Rafa Benitez, we brought in Yossi Benayoun, we brought in so many players to try and extract the best out of this guy, and he still didn't reach the heights. Still didn't reach the levels. The levels for Torres was 20 goals in the Premier League. Never even sniffed it, never come close to it. But luckily he had his moments. Europa League run, Champions League semi-final, etc. But in terms of the actual level of Torres in the Prem over his Chelsea career, I don't even remember him being on form in the Premier League. And I mean 5 games, 4 goals, or 3 goals and an assist, and like Torres is in form at Chelsea. I don't remember that ever happening. So yeah, I don't think it's as easy to just say that he could start. I mean, anyone, you could make a case that anyone could start, because boy, no one's scoring up front. None of the strikers are scoring. Loic Remy starts in this team right now in terms of the striker, because he'll put the ball in the back of the net. Demba Ba starts because he put the ball in the back of the net. Mateta, even at Palace, starts, he puts the ball in the back of the net. The strikers in terms of the goal rate right now is right at the bottom. So, but yeah, he was bad. How you been? I'm kind of concerned. We're seeing a centre back play right back again over starting Josh. Why does Tosin get to play but not him? The manager, he said in the press conference, he's looking after Josh, and Josh is going to play when he can find a spot for him, when he can find a game for him. It's difficult because the centre backs are in form. He named Fofana, he named Chalobah. He didn't name Tosin. He didn't name Badiashile. Badiashile has to play. He's left-footed. Colwell's not back for the whole season. I get it. But he didn't name Tosin. So I don't know. I'm not worried about Josh's future, if I'm honest. He's 19. I think he knows he's good. And I think everybody knows he's good. The manager knows he's good. The club know he's good. I don't see us selling him. I don't see us selling him for these guys that are starting. I think I'd actually say all 3 of them I would sell before I'd sell Josh, that are in the starting 11 today. Badiashile because of the injury issues, Tosin because he's not better long term or even short term in my opinion, with some of his limitations, and Chalobah because I think the potential and the ceiling for Josh is higher. So I don't think the club are gonna look at Josh and think, yeah, let's cash in on him over these guys in this team today. But these guys are playing and are more experienced and all these things. So it's Leeds away. Maybe the manager's expecting a real fight and he wants experience on that pitch because it's going to be a dog fight and it's going to be nasty. I don't know. Real talk, I forgot we employed Buonanotte until someone in the chat mentioned him. What happened to him? Is he injured? Yeah, I mean, we basically just covered it. So hopefully I answered your question, but I don't think he's injured. I've not seen anything about him being injured. It's purely politics. It's so simple, in my opinion, as that. Politics. I have assets that are paid for that have 4, 5, 6 year duration contracts left. Market value for either profit, for either sailing in the future, or because I need them to perform and just do something on that pitch for me. And then I've got a loanee on low wages, no obligation to buy, not my asset, not my player. Even if I do play him and I develop him and he plays great and he gets goals and assists, I am not going to benefit from that in terms of the profit margins or the monetary side of things. I'm going to benefit on the pitch if he plays well. I'm going to get points, but I'm also going to get the same thing if I play these guys that I actually own. So he's picked the guys that, the guys that we actually employ full time and own to get the points and to get double wins in terms of money and points over just points. And I don't even think Buonanotte is good enough to even vouch for a start at Chelsea anyway. I think he's at best an option off the bench, and that's in these type of games: Leeds, Cardiff, Wolves. I'm not looking at him for a big game. I'm not looking at him from even a medium-sized game like an Aston Villa or an Everton. So, yeah, I think Buonanotte is... I don't think he's even a big talking point, I'll be honest. I don't need a question in a presser. I already know what it is. I said it when he signed. Last resort. And that's it. If we'd signed him permanently, different story. Now there's money attached to the player. Now there's pressure to play him because why did we invest? But we didn't invest nothing. Hato needs to get minutes when he gets loaned. We'll get minutes when he gets loaned. I don't know if Hato's getting loaned. I don't know. I don't think that's an assumption you should make. He's the only other left back. Renato Vega suffered the same problem last season. He didn't get maybe loads of minutes, and then he obviously wanted to leave. I'm assuming Hato knows his role. I'm assuming Hato knows his position. He's playing as a 19-year-old in his first season in England, in his first season in the Premier League, a very physical league, and he has to adapt and he has to prove himself versus one of the, if not, in my opinion, the best left back in the league. You're just not going to see the pitch. You're not. You're not going to see the pitch that often. I'm assuming he knew that when he signed. And I think it's fine because Cucurella is of that age. I think he's 27. Cucurella is of that age where it's like, that is the perfect baton to hand over to a Hato. Hato doesn't need to be a consistent starter until 21, 22. Maybe he gets frustrated then. By that time, Cucurella is in his 30s. I don't know if he's going to sign this new blockbuster contract that apparently has been offered to him. I don't know what's going on there. He's 28. But if Chelsea want to get any money back on this player, and that's going to be very interesting. Once these first line of players get to 29, 30, 31, how do Chelsea act in terms of trying to cash in on them? Are they going to let those players just get to 33, 34, keep the experience, keep the camaraderie in the squad, keep the knowledge, the experience, the winning mentality, or whatever you want to call it, the proper Chelsea vibes, the understanding of the fabric of the club, all of these things that they've learned and taken with them into their old age? Or are they going to try and sell them quickly as they can to try and get some money out of him? He's 27, 28, whatever it is. That will be interesting because I've never seen this ownership in that position. There's so many more things we have to learn about this ownership in regards to how they maneuver and deal with certain situations. So with regards to Hato, he's in a good position. He's young, and he's gonna take the baton if he's good enough from Cucurella at some point. That's an example of a good timeline for players. Bad timeline is Gusto versus Josh at right back. Bad timeline is Delap versus Amiga 3 at striker. Bad timeline is if it was Esteval versus Quenda at right wing only, and there was no room for positional versatility. That's bad timelines because there's no way of actually getting consistent minutes without the other one being offended. Aston Villa are 1-0 up. Oh, sorry, no, they're not. They're 2-1 down to Brighton, but they got a goal back through Ollie Watkins. And that's coming up to half-time. Arsenal still 1-0 up against Brentford. Burnley are 0-0 with Crystal Palace. And Wolves are 1-0 down at home to Forest. It has a... I was at Sky today, actually. I was talking to Dougie, who's a Sunderland fan. For Lowdown, we've got something coming out soon there. Transfer window piece for top 3 clubs who we should sign to try and win the title: Arsenal, City, and Chelsea. But, bro, Sunderland are obviously 6th, right? They're not going down. They've got 22 points. They're more than halfway there. It feels like the bottom 3. Yeah, West Ham are there, but Nuno's in charge now, so that managerial change is obviously got to take shape. That's 2 wins out of the last 4 for West Ham, and the game that they lost was against Liverpool with 10 men. I don't remember when that red card was actually given, but that's context. Oh, sorry, it was Lucas Paqueta in 84 minutes. I remember that dodge. But do you really think West Ham are going to get relegated with some of the players that they have on the roster? The Paquetas The likes of Bowen, surely they're going to invest in the window anyway, in back Nuno. That bottom three, bruh, it looks like that's just going to be it. Wolves are just shocking. Wolves are gone, you know. Wolves are on 2 points, chat. Wolves are finished. I didn't even realize they were on 2 points. 14 games, 2 draws, 12 defeats, 29 goals conceded, 7 scored, no wins. They are finished. They're gone. They're trying to do a Derby County. Their only win this season was against Everton in the EFL Cup, 2-0 win. And then they lost to us, of course, and went out of that competition. They're cooked. And they beat West Ham in that competition. They're cooked. I've actually just realized they're finished. They're going down. Wolves are going down. They've conceded way more than everyone else, or 2 goals more than, Burnley, and they've scored way less than everybody else. Everybody else is in double digits for goals scored. Wolves are comfortably only scoring 7 goals so far this season. It's just L after L after L. Back-to-back defeats against Sunderland and Burnley should have told us the story. When you're losing at home to Burnley 3-2, Foster, last-minute winner, you know you're finished. You can't be losing at home to Burnley in a relegation battle. Forget the other fixtures. So it looks like Wolves are going to go down. And Burnley and Leeds, I mean, obviously we're playing Leeds now, so I don't really want to talk too much. But in terms of quality in the squad, I think there's a distinct difference between those two and West Ham, Forest, Fulham, Bournemouth, who are all just ahead of them in the table. I mean, I don't even know how Bournemouth are even 14th. They got off to a really strong start this season. They've had 4 defeats out of the last 5, Bournemouth, to take them all the way down. And we got them next, so maybe it's a good time to play Bournemouth. Fulham have surely got too much experience, and they've actually picked up some form. And like I said, West Ham under Nuno now, 2 wins out of the last 4. It's looking dark. It's looking dark. So I don't know, man. It's looking dark. I think the bottom 3, it's maybe too early to call it, but it looks like them 3 are the ones. But let's see. Maybe we need to prove ourselves and beat Leeds and actually put them in there firmly before we start talking. Apparently, Mosquera's injured for Arsenal. He's just come off. Ben White, I don't know if he's come on to replace him. Maybe let me know. I do see him on the pitch right now taking a throw-in. Let me see if he even started that game against Brentford. Wouldn't surprise me if there's a bit of rotation now after the Chelsea game. Ben White did start. And Hincapié and Mosquera were the 2 playing together, and now the substitution. I don't see a substitution update here, guys. I think Mosquera must still be on the pitch. I don't think there's a substitution. Not that I can see. Not that I can see. Oh no, he's coming off. Okay, I see you now. Yeah. I'm just always lagging. And it's Timber coming on, I think. So Timber was going to get his rest. I'm sure that's what the aim was in that game, but he's now coming off. Arsenal got injuries constantly now, haven't they? I think that, they might be their own worst enemies in terms of, are they just going to be injury-stricken the whole season? And listen, you don't wish injuries on anyone, but these are the type of circumstances you need to be in striking distance for, because you really just don't know what unfortunate circumstances any other team in this title race are going to face. We might get injuries. We've already had them to key players. They've had injuries to key players. Man City, Haaland, even though Haaland, is doing what he's doing, setting records, people expect maybe Man City to finish above us outside of Chelsea circles. If Haaland goes down for 3 months, like I said, touch wood, it doesn't happen. I'm not wishing for it. But if it does happen, that changes the landscape of the title race massively. So you've got to be there to capitalize on misfortune, people. That's the key. You got to be in and around it just in case bad things happen. But yeah, he's out. So interesting. Timber comes in. I don't know if Timber's going to play centre-back or Ben White's going to play centre-back. I'm pretty sure that's horses for courses. Either of them could play that position. I think Ben White was actually a centre-back at Brighton before he joined Arsenal anyway. And then Arteta converted him to a right-back. And we've seen Timber play at Ajax, centre-back before as well. So let's see. Right, we're kicking off we're kicking off now. So Arsenal game's going off. We don't care about that anymore. Chelsea are wearing their 3rd strip kit, and the timer is going to be on screen very, very soon for Leeds versus Chelsea, about to kick off, people. Right. Let me see. to try and sync this up as best I can. Big up the chat, as always. What's going on here? And I've been sold the dummy. It's fine. We've kicked off Leeds versus Chelsea. And that is that. Going to close the poll. Red card roulette. Big up to everybody in the building. Yeah, Chelsea away fans are going to be unreal today at Leeds. Absolutely unreal. So if you've got the audio on, you're going to get a really good atmosphere from the away section, no doubt about it. I think Delap's offside. I want a really professional job today. You know, Leeds away, midweek, Wednesday night, December. I really need a professional job. This is a crucial game, man. You've exhausted yourselves for Arsenal and Barcelona. You've put everything into those games, high pressurized games, highly anticipated games. Can you just go to Leeds now for me and just do your job? Just do your job. Very similar to Burnley away after the international break, 12:30 kickoff again. Nasty place to go. Rotation because of the South Americans, maybe, even though they didn't go to South America, but you know, some of the Brazilians. Caicedo's obviously suspended, a couple changes. Badiashile comes in. Can you just do your job? Long throws already. You seem nervous. I don't know. I think I'm nervous for every game, to be honest, bro. It's up to them to not make me nervous, isn't it? I'm pretty much nervous for all the games, to be honest. Too many changes for it to be a simple game. Yeah, I'm not exactly. I hope you're not expect. You know, I don't think it's gonna be a simple game at all. That's why I said just be professional. You know, when you need to defend competently. Don't be doing anything stupid. And when you attack, make sure that you're clinical and you're ruthless. I'm not expecting it to be one-way traffic the whole game. It's going to be a nasty start as well. First 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes, they're attacking quite a bit. More worried about Leeds. Bro, I'm telling you, only we understand, bro. I'm telling you. More worried about Leeds than we were against Barcelona. Facts. Facts. More worried about Leeds away than Barcelona at home. Absolutely. That is Chelsea right now. That is it. I know my players are up for it. I know they're going to get the high line, the chances. I know. I know technically we can compete with top teams because we've got enough technically gifted players. Leeds, it ain't necessarily going to be about technical ability. It's going to be about, you know, long throws and second balls, things that you can't really always quantify for. It's all about how much do you really want it versus them, who are in a relegation battle, and they know they are. They're right in it, but they are. You know, they can get out of the relegation zone if they get a result. Sanchez has just dinked it into midfield, but it's not really a good pass. It's all Leeds at the moment. Ball comes in. Calvert-Lewin. Another cutback cleared. Enzo's absolutely screaming at the other Chelsea players, I think, because of the way that they're defending. I don't know. I don't really like the right back decision from Maresca, but I'm going to give it time because, you know, maybe he's done it for the long throws. I don't know, but I think Josh is aerially should be better than Chalobah because of his size and his reach. So I don't even think Josh is a liability aerially, to be honest. I think he dealt with Mateta brilliantly in the home game in the first game of the season. So if you're dealing with Mateta in the air and on the ground, then you must be something. So let's see. Are we going to still use the technique of emptying out the box and putting 2 up front as well? Because I didn't see that for that throw-in. That worked against Arsenal for the corners. Just leave 2 up top and just empty out the box. But it's just corner, chance. I don't know. We're not doing that though. I don't understand why we're not putting 2 men forward and just emptying out the box. Worked. It's worked previously when we've been fucking about. Header. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, my God, grief. Oh. Fucking hell, man. Delap's lost his runner and it's just fucking ridiculous. Look how much ground he's gained on you, Delap. Look how much ground it. Who is that? Is that a centre back? 15. Who the fuck is that? Why is the striker marking the centre back anyway? Oh, I'm gonna fucking lose my marbles with this. I'm really trying my best. That's a centre back. What's this woke nonsense? Why is the striker who doesn't do a defensive duty to save his life, why is he marking a centre back? Why have we got strikers marking centre backs? Do we really think that the striker, who again, I'm not out for blood, I'm not drawing for him, but he gave the ball away for the goal at the weekend, right? It's not the greatest start to his Chelsea career, but we're keeping an eye on him. He's lost his man, and he's not even lost his man a little bit. He's lost his man by a lot. And it's like, why is a striker marking a centre-back? Like, what's his role? Is it just to block his path? Why is Chalobah not reading the situation and saying, oh, fuck, this guy's running in front of me. I need to get up in the air and challenge him. What are we doing? What are we doing? Zonal marking, man-to-man marking? I don't understand. Delap's just crashed into a motherfucker. Free kick for Leeds. It's not a good start. It's not a good start at all. It's a joke. I don't understand what we're doing on the set piece. There's some zonal marking. There's some man marking. You're not emptying out the box like you've done in previous games. You got everybody back. For what reason, I don't know. When it's clearly shown that in the recent games, you leave people up top and there's less people in there. There's no problem. And why the fuck is Delap marking a 15, the 5th number shirt 15 centre-back? Why? Who's, I think, playing in the middle of the 3, so he must be the best aerially. Just, I'm making the assumption you don't play your weakest centre-back in the air in the middle. What the fuck are we doing? It doesn't make any sense. I don't understand the logic. Shocking start to this game. Shocking. If you're gonna get battered in the first 10 minutes, just get through it. Don't concede. What the fuck is that pass from Badiashile? So lucky Cucurella's found a way for it to get into Santos. But this is so disjointed and so, I don't know, I hope I'm not seeing this attitude for the next 10 minutes because you lot are winding me up. Even João Pedro there, I'm looking at the mannerisms right now. I'm watching all of you like a hawk. I'm on to everyone. Because we didn't just put all this work in. You think I'm making excuses for Delap? I'm not making excuses for Delap. I've been on to Delap. I'm the one saying to everybody else, hold on a second, hold your horses. Let's make sure that the criticism is fair across the board. But I'm also asking the question, which everybody should be asking the question, why is Delap marking their centre-back? Can you give me a logical reason? Is Delap so good in the air? Is he Didier Drogba? Did somebody snap their fingers and wake up and Delap is Didier Drogba? And even Didier Drogba didn't mark anyone. He was at the near post just attacking the ball. Why is Delap marking their centre-back? I'm asking you. That's all I'm asking you. Why is he marking the centre back? You know, I'm not here to just cuss him. I also have to ask the question because it doesn't make any sense. I haven't even changed the score. I can't make sense of it. Anyway. Fuck's sake. Well, do you know what? The only thing I'll say is hopefully we've got that absolute joke goal out of our system. That better be the last goal that we concede today. At least it's early on. We've got time to come back. If we were always going to concede, hopefully, then, yeah, at least it's out the way now. Such a free run, man. Just pissed. Badia Show's just being a donkey now. Giving the ball away. Nobody attacked the ball, man. Free header. Free header. Nobody challenged him. Nobody blocked his path. Nobody got up in the air and nothing. Just free run. There you go. Go head the ball. Have fun. Go on, Esteval. Barely seen him. João Pedro. Oh, we need to put our foot on the ball. 5 minutes. We need to have a bit of domination, a bit of a spell. We've not had our foot on the ball this first 11 minutes. Badia Shield needs to wake up as well. Play some dodgy passes. Fuck's sake. The ops have arrived. I've seen. This football world is nasty work, you know. This is the equivalent, yeah, of... What is this the equivalent of? I'm trying to think. I want to come up with a good analogy here. This is nosy, you know, and it's intrusive. That's what I've realized. You guys weren't here before the problem. Now suddenly I've been hit by a car. You know, there's police tape everywhere, and the ambulance and the sirens are ringing, and suddenly now everybody's gathered around to see if I'm alive or dead. That's what it feels like. It feels like you lot weren't really here when everything was okay. It's mad nosy, you know. It's mad nosy, I'll be honest. None of you really were here at the beginning, some of you. Nah, it's nosy. It's very nosy. It's very intrusive. It's really, this is none of your business, I'll be honest. What's going on here at Ellen Road? It's none of your business. It's 12 minutes in. Relax the ball. It's mad. It's mad. Vultures, bruv. Hawks. Circling, bruv. Oh, okay, I just started. Oh, you are. I've been streaming for over an hour. You bollocks. Bollocks. It's half time in all the other games. Okay. Liverpool playing. You know what I mean? Liverpool playing Sunderland. No one's interested in that. Santos, play that pass for me, please. Cucurella. Gittins. Just take this one half at a time. We need to get an equalizer before half time. Cut back. No one's there. Take it one half at a time. One half at a time. We need to equalize before half time. You get that? That's step one. Do that first. Do that first. That is step one. Achieve that, on to the next. Very simple. Esteval, is that a free kick, ref? Enzo, we going to play on, or are you going to give me my free kick? João Pedro, goalkeeper's come out. Fuck's sake. Can I get my free kick? No? Okay. Badia Shields hooked it away for a corner. Good to see a sponsor on the sleeve. We're getting there. Oh. Jeez, a corner. Oh, the set piece defending is a fucking mess today. The set piece defending. Someone needs to take responsibility. It's a free header again. It's a free header again. What's going on? Who's taking control of the situation and leading this team? That's the second time someone's had a free header near the penalty spot from a corner. It's embarrassing. You got three centre-backs. You got Badiashile, you got Tosin, you got Chalobah. And there's three headers. Forget winning the header. Forget competing for the duel. You're not even there. How's that possible? You have to be there. And everybody's just looking around. Oh, what? Who are you looking at? Like tossing everybody. What are we doing? We're just looking around. These men said Fofana is the glue. That's what they're telling me right now. They're telling me Fofana's the glue. Someone needs to step up back there because it's crazy work. Delap, the hold-up play is not good enough. Delap, the hold-up play is not good enough, sweetie pie. Yeah? It's not good enough. You need to control and trap the football, hold on to it, and keep it. Every time the ball goes into you, it cannot bounce off your shins, bro. It can't. You have to hold the ball. You have to hold the ball. This is your role. You are a striker. You are combative. You are physical. You have a presence. Presence. You have to hold the ball. You have to retain it. You have to draw a foul. This is our physical striker, and he can't hold up the ball. Fucking hell. I said against Arsenal, I would have brought on Gu before Delap. And I'm rapidly thinking more about Gu as the days go on. Me and Gu are going to be best friends. Yeah? Me and Mark Gu are going to be best friends so soon in a minute, I'm telling you. There's no Gu lag around here. Chalobah. Badiashile. Passing round the back! The fuck is that tossing? Play it, go! You better get there. Go on. Where's the ball? Where did the ball go, Delap? Where did the ball go? Did you make it vanish? Did you make it disappear? Are you a magician? Where's the ball? Where did the ball go? I actually don't know where. It's like it went into a black hole. Where did the ball go? You had it. The last time I saw the football, you had it. So where did it go? Where did you put it? It just vanished. It just disappeared. This brother's got magic tricks. Where's the ball? Cocorel. Come on, Gittins. Good. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Santos, you need to, boy, you need to make this your game, bro. I'll be honest. It's dark out there. You need to find the light. It's late. Esteval, short, nice. Enzo Fernandez, come on. Come on. Just play it simple, man. It's a fucking 1-2. Esteval's right there. Play it into him. Why are you scooping it up for? It's unnecessary. The guy's literally giving it to you. He's moved. Just give it back. We're there. We're going into the next gear. What are we doing? Overcomplicating the thing. Fuck's sake. Oh my fucking God. That's turned out to be a great ball. This brother's slipped. That's how you know it's not our luck. This brother's slipped and played the best through ball of his life. Man's played a Kevin De Bruyne pass because he slipped. He didn't mean that. Who is that? Who is it? That's the right back, innit? Yeah, he's from Derby. Long time. He's offside anyway. Thank God they played the line. They played the line very well there. Good offside trap. Back five, Chelsea, bro. Back five. Oh, I can't even say it's a back five today because we've not actually had enough of the ball, and we've not had it in the areas to actually get to the back five to say, okay, it's the back five. That's the problem. That's not the problem. The build-up just needs to be much better for a start. The build-up's been poor. Actually need to get to that part of the pitch properly. Then we can talk about the back five that Leeds have. Enzo. Come on. Good. That's a pass. Delap. Cutting in. Gittins. Esteval. Good defending. Right, come on. We need to start being more, we need to move the ball a bit quicker. It's a bit too slow. Got plenty of players in these third positions. Surely we've got to move this ball a bit faster. Cucurella has gone into the 10. What does that happen? What happens there in open play when he's in there, man? Why am I seeing Esteval all the way over there, but Cucurella is in the fucking 10? He's not going to help us break this team down in open play. Unless he's attacking it in the air. Oh, no. Boy. We better hope that Leeds keep shooting like that. Because that was a great opportunity. And now all they have to do is sit in this 3-5-2, counter, and get opportunities like that. Second time 22's had a free shot on the edge of the area. Yeah. The marking and the tracking so far, bro, has been absolutely abysmal. From the corners, it's just like anybody can just run at anyone. There's just so much space. There's so much freedom. There's no marking. There's no tracking. There's no responsibility being taken for this man, that man. And even if you're taking care of your zone, it's still shit. Because for the goal, first man's been lost by Delap, so the marking and the tracking's gone to the pits of hell. And then he's in Chalobah's zone. And Chalobah's just looking up at the gods like, bruv, are you gonna jump? Are you gonna do anything? What's going on? João Pedro, yeah, I've not seen enough of him. There's plenty of players going missing right now, bro. There's more players going missing than there are players present. The wingers, I think, are present, but they need to get the ball more. I think they're getting doubled up on a little bit. Enzo, play it. What? Okay, no, forget it. Go on, Enzo. Nice, come on. We've just made this game 10 times more harder, man. It was already going to be long trying to break this low block, and now we've just given ourselves a lot more to do. Badia Show. Santos. It's a good pass. João Pedro. Good. Cucurella. Oh, for fuck's sake. Do you really want to be playing 1-2s with Cucurella on the edge of the box? Is that really his skill set? Come on, Maresca. Here's the lap. Okay, that was good. That was good. And someone needs to be there. Because that's the first time Delap has had some good centre-forward play. And someone needs to be at the near post. And that someone should be João Pedro. $25 gone. It's a good run, but Gittins, the deliveries, or João Pedro, João Pedro, João Pedro, João Pedro, João Pedro. Esteval, cutting in, shot. Oh, unlucky. João Pedro, do not introduce me to a lifestyle you cannot maintain. Do not introduce me to a lifestyle you cannot maintain, João Pedro. $26 gone. Ball comes in. Can we get a flick on? Shoot! Oh, my days. Again! Oh, my days. Blocked. Oh, these are the moments where you're thinking if that just finds its way through the bodies, it's 1-1. Goalkeeper's blindsided. He's never getting anywhere near it. Sanchez needs to get back in goal. Cucurella, good. Keep the pressure on. Come on, move the ball. Equaliser needs to come before half-time. We've got 20 minutes. You do not have all the time in the world to overturn this. Quarter of the game gone. Over a quarter of the game gone. Well, I'm coming up to a third of the game now, really. Been poor first half. They need to make this first half a lot better next 20 minutes, guys. Santos, Cucurella. Cucurella's picking up the ball in some very odd positions. Very, very odd positions. I don't know what he's doing over there. I really don't. I'm keeping an eye on it. Here's Gittins. Delivery. Fucking hell, Gittins. Did you even look before you crossed? Did you even look where everybody else was before you? You know, you see this pass that you played for Neto, brother? You can't just play the same pass every time. You know what you have to do? You have to look up. You have to see where they are. You have to aim for the players, brother. You can't just cross with this little instep. You can't. It's not the same cross every time. You have to actually look who's there. Sometimes there'll be people there. Sometimes there won't be people there. This brother thought he could just reel it back, reel it up again. The same cross against Wolves. There's nobody there, sunshine. There's nobody there. I don't even know who he was aiming for. There was literally nobody there. There was people everywhere else but there. Who are you aiming for? Bad kitty indeed. Bad fucking kitty indeed, bro. That's a great... That's... Oh, that's crazy. So I'm talking about, like, there's spamming crosses and then there's actual crossing, bro. You're not going to get to just spam crosses. Every time you cut in, oh, let me just little loop into back post. No. No, we're not doing that. Variety. Precision. Look up. Who's there? Where? Okay, cool. That's where I need to play it. Yeah, bad kitty's mental. So funny though. Here's Santos. Here's Badia Shill. Go on, Delap. Oh. "30 minutes gone." I'm going to look at the bench at half time. The first thing I want us to do is get a right back on, because it's too defensive down that side. Way too defensive, way too rigid. There's no overlap there. There's no option for Esteval to then come inside and come central. He's not involved in the game enough. Here's Esteval. For fuck's sake, he's not going to get the corner. Esteval's not involved as much as he needs to be. Yeah, centre backs. Badia Shill's not opened up his passing range at all today. It's for sure. It's not what I expect. I hope Palmer's ready to come on, I'll be honest. I don't know how long Palmer can do, but he better be ready to come on, because today he's going to be needed. It's Esteval, Delap. Nope. Man's sitting on the ball. Free kick, please. Fuck off. You're sitting on the ball. Move. Who's this? Ampadu. I'm not saying Esteval's not involved. I'm saying he needs to be more involved in the middle. Yeah? He's not going to cause too much damage against a back five all the way on the fucking touchline, getting chalk on his boots. We need him in the middle, because he's the one that will take the shots. He's the one that will actually create something out of nothing. So he needs to be closer to goal. That's what I'm saying. That position is wasted right now, when it could just be a right back out there providing width and stretching the pitch, in my opinion. That's why I would get a right back on, so Esteval can get more touches closer to goal, where it's dangerous. Every time Esteval picks up the ball, he's got two men on him. He's getting doubled up on. So unless we're expecting him to run through about 5 players, it's going to be very difficult for him to affect the game. That's my point. Which is why I'm surprised Chalobah's starting at right back with Esteval in the team. If it was Neto over there, different. Because Neto's just going to run, cross. But Esteval can actually come inside and do something. And yeah, you could say it's JP's job, absolutely. It's João Pedro's job, but João Pedro is ghosting right now. And that's not the first time recently. So I'd rather get Esteval closer to João Pedro, force him to get involved as well. Get the two Brazilians on the ball. Santos, Enzo, you got all the South Americans right next to each other there. Let's see. Enzo. Exactly. We're playing against a low block and we've got 3 centre-backs on the pitch. Is that necessary? If it's for aerial situations, we've already failed. Santos just given the ball away on some fuckery again. Look at this. Jesus Christ, man. Luckily, he's just decided to shoot. Fucking hell, man. The build-up is just so shit today. Everyone's just bollocks on the ball, man. Santos, what are you doing? What are you doing, Santos? What are you doing? The guy's right in front of you. Why are you playing that pass? Man, I'm falling asleep. It's just idiocy in the build-up today. Idiocy everywhere. Don't get it. 3 centre-backs. And then aerially, we're not good. We're not marking people. And we're limited on the ball. ball in. Sanchez, right, we need to counter because we're shit. Otherwise, trying to open up. Oh, for fuck's sake. It was onto him quickly, man. Cucurella. 10 minutes to half time. This first half reminds me of Nottingham Forest. At the City Ground earlier on in the season as well. That was a pants first half. Who else was there? Lincoln away. That was another one. Wasn't good in the first half. Awful. Yeah, it reminds me of those two games because they were... First half was not good. Away from home in both of them. This is bad, guys. The football is... The level of football we're playing right now is not good, man, in this game. Can't string any... Bruh, João Pedro is pissing me off, I can't lie. João Pedro is pissing me off, bro. You're playing in the 10. And I actually advocated for this, but I had no choice because that's where he's played at Brighton last season. And for good reason, because he doesn't take any shots. I can't advocate for you playing up front. I need 20 goals. And you're not shooting. Even against Arsenal, you're tiptoeing all the way to the edge of the area and then you're getting dispossessed. You're not shooting. So where are you going to play? At this point, we're going to not play you. Because I might be wrong as well. Can't play 10, can't play striker. So where are you going to play? Can't play. This is another shadow striker. It's giving shadow striker vibes again. Left half space, shadow striker vibes. Please don't do this to me, João Pedro. Please. Please don't do this to me. Don't give me this Christopher Nkunku, João Felix, left half space, shadow striker shit. Please, I beg of you. I beg of you, please. Don't do this to me. I'm clinging on for dear life, man. Don't do this to me. You need to have an impact. This is crazy. This guy, the level, this is why people got excited, because the level that he showed at the Club World Cup was so foreign to the level that we've seen from our strikers in the last few seasons. The finishing, the variety of goals, the link up. We were thinking, Ross, we've stumbled across some sort of diamond. We've stumbled across gold. We've hit the jackpot. Maybe he just needed to play with better players. And I know Cole Palmer's still not out there, but it's no excuse. Where's all that gone? Where's all that magic gone? I need that back. Because if you're just going to be an average 10 or an average player, bruh, it's going to be a problem. There was a good pass that he played there for Delap, but he's been dispossessed as well. It's the first thing João Pedro has done today. 38th minute, received it. And who was that? Who was that? Hold on. Who is that? Fucking Esteval. Shock horror! Shock horror when Esteval gets into central positions and is able to punch the ball into players, we create a chance. Shock fucking horror. This guy's getting chalk on his boots on the right wing, getting double teamed. He's fucking God knows how far away from goal. He can't get anywhere close to it. The first time he says, fuck this right wing shit, I'm coming into the 10, I'm running with the ball, I'm finding someone, okay, then we go from there. Get this guy into the center of the pitch now. Get this guy into the center of the pitch now. He needs to be in there. He needs to be in there, coming off the right. He needs to be closer to João Pedro. He needs to be able to move. Because right now, he's too rigid on that right-hand side, and we're not getting enough out of him. Could get a lot more out of him. He's now been booked. He needs to chill, because if he gets sent off, we're cooked. But yeah, man, it's frustrating. Very frustrating that that's the first time we've seen Esteval actually get himself into the centre. Starting from the right, but coming inside. Very similar to Cole Palmer, you could say, where he's starting on the right, but he's able to come inside. That was a very petulant tackle from Esteval. There was no need for that. He wanted a free kick. He didn't get it. Petulance. Lashes out. Gets a yellow card. Not good. Especially in the Christmas period. That it better not rack up. get himself suspended. He's not going to see a red card. No, he's not. This is the only winger we have that doesn't need to be used like a touchline winger. All of the rest of them, you may as well use them as touchline wingers / inside forwards. I'd say probably more the latter because they can't dribble, but whatever. It is what it is, right? This one here actually can combine and 1-2s and central positions and link-ups and combination play. So why use him as the touchline winger? Why? But this is a shocking first half. Honestly, it really is. We need to be polar opposite to this in the second half if we're going to win this game. Polar opposite. He needs to be making changes at half-time as well, for sure. This can't carry on. This cannot carry on in the second half, man. Cannot carry on. I think there's definitely room to make 3 substitutions, I'll be honest. Make 3 changes at half-time. Go absolutely fucking ballistic. Make 3 changes. Shocking first half. Build-up play, shocking. Sanchez gives the ball away again. I'm going to get a migraine. We're 2-0 down. Number 22 again. Number 22 again! Number 22 again! How many times is this guy gonna have fucking space on the edge of the area? That's the 3rd time. It's the 3rd time. This is a repeat offence. There's 2 things that have happened in this first half. This number 22 keeps getting space and you lot can't defend fucking corners. You can't build out from the back. You're still not using Esteval to his maximum potential, and there's still too many of you ghosting. And the build-up play, if I haven't already mentioned it, which I think I already did, has been absolutely diabolical. Diabolical. This keeper at Leeds has not had to make a save. If I go and check the statistics now, I know for a fact he's not made a save. He's just not. I think the only thing he's done is save that Delap heavy touch or whatever happened on that little duel that he lost when João Pedro put him in behind, which was like a minute ago. This is a shocking performance. It's borderline disgraceful. The only reason why I've managed to keep my cool up until this point is because I thought we might just get to half-time to make the 3 changes. 2-0 down in the first half. I don't even know if you lot can even come back from this. To be honest, I don't know if you even have the facilities. I don't know if you have the facilities. Because 3 goals, because that's what you need to get. It's not 2, it's 3. I don't foresee it against the back 5, to be honest. I don't foresee it. I don't see it coming. So I think we've just cooked ourselves, I'll be honest. I think we've literally just cooked ourselves. And that's so typical. More worried about the Leeds than the Arsenal. More worried about the Burnleys than the Barcelonas. This is reality. This is reality today. This is insane. You make a few changes, yes. You get a bit of rotation, yes. KG, fuck off. Kindly, respectfully, fuck off. Yeah? I'm not picking up the call. Right? I'm not picking up the phone. I don't know why you're ringing me. I don't know why you're ringing me about this game. I really don't. I'm genuinely bamboozled as to why you're alarming my device. I don't know what you're doing. You need to relax the ball. You need to sit and settle, because I don't know what you're doing right now trying to ring me on this thing. This is not it. Yeah? I'm not in the mood to hear your voice right now. No, I'm not picking up. It's not a fucking circus, yeah? I'm not picking up shit. I'm gonna let it ring out, and that's my response. Because I'm not talking to anyone. I'm not talking to nobody. When Man United are losing at home to Everton, did you see me ring his phone? No. No, you didn't. And even if I did, he wouldn't pick up anyway. That's the problem. When Man United are losing, I don't see the phone being picked up. So don't play these games, bro. Don't play these fucking games, bro. Because you don't pick up the phone. Disaster. Absolute disaster. Worst case scenario today. Worst case scenario. This is the worst first half you could have possibly served up on a platter. KG, if you make me break this phone, I will fucking invoice you. I will invoice you. I don't even care if you have a company or not. I will invoice you. As a sole trader, I will invoice you on God. Yeah? If you make me break this fucking phone, I will invoice you. Stop ringing my phone. I know you're watching. I know you can hear me very clearly. Stop ringing my phone. I'm invoicing you. All right, cool. All right, cool. No. Now listen to me. No, fuck off. Listen to me. Listen the fuck up. Listen the fuck up, KG. KG. If I break this phone, I'm invoicing you. Do you understand? I don't care if you're a company or a sole trader, an entity, an establishment, an institution. Listen to me clearly. If you make me break this phone tonight, I will invoice you. I will invoice you. I will invoice you. Do you understand? You will pay the price. So don't make me do it. I'm not joking with you. I will pull up to whatever fucking show you're on. Filthy Fellas, this, that, and the third. I don't care if it's Best of Enemies. I don't care if you're in fucking Saudi covering the boxing. I will fucking come to you for my cash money in person. That's your last warning. Don't ring me again. Do not ring me again. Because if I squeeze the wires out of this phone, if I squeeze them, yeah? If I actually squeeze them out of this phone, you will pay the price for the device, bro. That's your last warning. On God, I'm not joking. Because I've already wanted to dash it a few times. And the only reason why I haven't is because it's actually charging. It's linked. It's cabled. This fucking dickhead as well. Stop ringing me, you dickheads. Yeah? Stop ringing me. I will block all of you. Tobes, fuck off. I will block every single one of you. Honestly, I will. I just will. Turkish. Stop ringing my phone! Stop ringing my phone! I'm getting food. I'm getting food. Because right now, that's the only thing that's going to calm me down. That's the only thing that's going to cheer me up. I've got leftovers. I've just realized. I've got leftovers. I'm putting them in the microwave and I'm eating. There's nothing to say. There's really nothing to say. Don't ask me no questions. This is not a Q&A. Don't ask me no questions. The lineups are going to be back on the screen. Make your own substitutions. Make your own substitutions, because I don't know what's going on. I'm warming up my food. There's no way I've been subjected to this bullshit in this first half. There's no way. There's just no way. Absolutely no way. No way. So I'm going to get my food. I'm going to eat my food. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to take a time out because I think I need it. Before my head absolutely explodes. What a fucking team. Comfortably losing 2-0. Not unfortunate, not bad refereeing decision, not got no, just comfortably getting slapped at Ellen Road. Comfortably getting absolutely battered, physically dominated at Ellen Road. They've had all the chances, we've had none. They've had all the corners, we've had, I think, 1 or 2. I don't remember at this point. They've had all the shots. We've had one little Delap just run into a goalkeeper moment, which wasn't even a moment. Let me get my food, man. Please. Let me read these super chats and get my food, because this is some bullshit, man. Wolves could end the year with less points than a triangle at this rate. Potentially new worst side ever in the Prem. Hold that. I don't even know what the hell you're even trying to say. Get Delap off this pitch. This is the thing with Chelsea. They're very good against the big teams, but average against the lower teams. Liam Delap, red card would be peak. Spent up all them emerald stones to draw, mate. The crap, the nap, the lap, dilapidated, the flop, the lack of ability. They just don't get fired up for the smaller teams and then looks surprised and frustrated every time manager rotates. Also signals this. Said on DR that felt like a huge physical and emotional effort it would cost you in the next 2 games. At least you got your 1-1 draw win at home. I'm waving the white flag, Matt. I can't do this. Why the big back KG calling worry about Man United? This lineup is shit. No leadership on the field. Delap is playing like he has cement in his boots, and this awful movement is throwing everyone off. How is Leeds bullying Chelsea players? Once I saw 5 at the back tactically outmatch. We can't be worse in the first half. We can't be worse than in the second half, believe. Let me get my food, man. Oh, I forgot a knife. Sorry, chat, I forgot the knife. It's hot. My head's gone. Head's gone. Shit's long, man. Fuck this shit. Joking. Manager should be making 3 changes. Bring on Cole Palmer, take off João Pedro. Bring on Gu, take off Delap. Bring on Josh, take off one of the centre-backs. 3 changes. You don't make those 3 changes now, forget about it. Not getting a result. That's all I have to say. Those are the 3 changes. I don't care if Palmer's got 9 toes. I don't give a shit. Those are the 3 changes. You're on the bench, you have to be ready to come on. You can make a case that that person that needs to come on is Reece James as well at right back. Because it's a deep block. We need better crossing, better passing. So he comes on, extra passer in the pitch. Those are my 3 changes, guys. If you don't make those 3 changes now, then fuck this game. Genuinely, that's what it is now. Make those 3 changes or forget this game. Forget it.
Matisse, blood. Hey, you better not lose, fam. You better not lose.
Guys, that is it. I don't have no halftime analysis for you. I'm at a loss for words. I don't know where that ranks in terms of worst first halves of the season, but it's very high up there. Very high up there. Incredibly high. Very, very high on the list. Very high. I can't tell you how high it is on the list. It's so high. So high. What do you can't believe, guys? So high. This team, this club, they're unfortunately incredibly very predictable. They're very predictable. They'll do just enough to get you excited or have hope and do enough propaganda because some of the players are top. And they'll kick you in the balls just enough times to keep you in your place. So you can't really do nothing serious. That's literally what this is. Lose this game. Arsenal win, 9-point gap. All of that fighting, kicking and screaming on Sunday for nothing. 9-point gap. Do you understand? 9 points. And we still ain't even in Christmas yet. The real Christmas. This is December, but it's not really Christmas yet. You know that Newcastle game away from home? On the 20th? Boy. You already know what that one is. Newcastle on the 20th. Damn. That's crazy. Twelve. 9 points. 9 points currently, chat. 9 points. For no reason. Well, hey ho, what can you do? We ain't playing, guys. That's the thing about this shit. We ain't playing. There's nothing we can do. We just have to watch, see what happens. But if I don't see them 3 changes, honestly, it's the only way you're going to get past that back 5. You need to make them 3 changes. Cole Palmer needs to come on. João Pedro. João Pedro, I don't know what we're going to do with you. I'll be honest. You're really pissing me off. You had a great start to this season. You introduced us to a life that you cannot maintain. I'm not even bothered about Delap. I already told you Delap is not Harry Kane. He is Jamie Vardy. And that may have even been a fucking disrespect to Jamie Vardy himself because he's going down as a Premier League icon. But in terms of the WKD, in terms of the Red Bull, in terms of the energy and the combative nature and the shithousery and the swearing at the opposition fans and the diving into tackles and the two-footedness, this is what the comparison was all about. But this brother can't even hold up the ball. So I don't even know what's going on with you, but that's fine because I didn't, you know, you're 30 million for a reason. João Pedro, you're playing in the 10. Brother, would you take control of the situation? Could you do something for me, please? Could you do something for me, please? These men are starting to compare you to Xerxes. That's where it's going. That's how dark it's getting. They're comparing you to Xerxes, bro. Xerxes. Why you sell me down the river like this? Why you introduce me to a life that you can't maintain? Why you take me to great places? Why you take me to the Shard, bro? Why you take me to the Shard? If you just go and dump me off in Dalston Junction. If you just go and dump me off. Why? In East Ham. If you're just going to leave me at the chicken shop in East Ham, why did you take me to the Shard? Why? What was the point? If you were just going to leave me on the roadside, what was the point? I was already on the roadside. I was already embarking. I was already in Dalston Junction. I was already in Bromley. I was already there. Leave me there. Why you make me get on my best clothes? Why you get me all the nice perfumes? Get me to scrub-a-dub-dub, take me all the way up to London Bridge just to fucking put me back where I came from. That's just neglect, bro. There's something called neglect, and this is neglect. You know you're not meant to do that. You're not meant to do that, you know. That's why when you see big rich people get a divorce, they say, yo, you gotta break her off some bread because you can't put her back in the slums, bro. Like, you brought her up too far. You took her all the way to the top, bro. You gotta leave her something so she, because it'll fuck up your brain. It will mess up your mind. Right now, I'm confused. I'm perplexed. I wasn't living like this a couple months ago. What are you doing? One sub? Brother, you don't understand the severity of the situation. What do you mean one sub? Minimum should be 2, maybe even 3. What are you doing one sub? Gusto's come on. The right back has come on. All 2 subs. Okay, cool. We're getting somewhere. Where's the third? Neto's come on as well. It's not the players I was thinking. I'm not going to lie. Not the players I was thinking. But hey ho, it's something. He's brought on Neto for Gittins and he's taken off, I'm guessing, Tossin? Yes. No? Badiashile? I don't know. Someone's come off for Gusto. It looks like Tossin's still out there and it looks like Chalobah's still out there. So it looks like Badiashile's come off. Badiashile in that first half, absolutely shit. Yeah? Spade a spade. Shit in the first half. Everyone back there, to be honest, shit, to be honest. The passing's been poor. The build-up play's been poor. There's been no pace on the passing. No lines are getting broken. The awareness has been poor. Santos giving the ball away cheaply. Everybody back there. It's a set-piece defending. Just for the set-piece defending alone, all of you centre-backs are getting red sofa scores. Red. Because the marking's just poor. And then you're in zones and you're not even marking. You're not even covering. You're not even dominating your zones. You're just letting any man just run into your zone and score if you're Chalobah. So, yeah, it's not good. But, bruh, I don't know how Tossin's on. I don't know. I don't even think I even give a damn, to be honest, what he's done with them. So, whatever. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know. To the point where I'm like, if you're gonna now have to camp in Leeds' half, because Leeds are gonna park it now. So if you're now camping, I'm gonna get the timer on. Don't worry, the game's kicked off. So if you're now camping in Leeds' half, so automatically now you're playing a high line. Surely you need quick defenders. Have we not been here before with Uncle Tossin? In a high line? I'm sure we have. I'm sure we've been here before with Uncle Tossin. In a high line. When we're chasing a game. I'm sure we've been here before. Sunderland comes to mind. I think you should be looking at Josh, but I don't know. Should be looking at Josh. Do you know what? If you're gonna do it, just put me out my misery at this point, so I know where we stand. Tired of this bullshit. At least we know now in a minute soon. If these men don't sort it out, the league can just talk about it in the terms that it is, you know, and then we could just focus on something else, champs or something. It's this roller coaster ride. I'm tired. See what these men have in the second half if they actually want to sell some dreams. I don't know how João Pedro is still on this pitch. João Pedro, I'd love to jinx it. João Pedro does not look like a player that's going to get us back in this game. I don't know how he's still on the pitch. I really don't. Like, even though Gittins can't cross, that wasn't the attacker that I was most annoyed with. I could think of 2 attackers before Gittins to come off. I don't actually understand how João Pedro and Delap are still on this pitch. It's confusing. It's very, very confusing. I'm going to have to keep updating the timer, guys, because it's still off. Oh, wow. We're trying to concede a third, guys. Okay. Sanchez is having to be called into action already. We're trying to get battered or something. Oh, what's going on? I'm just trying to do the timer. What's happened? Right hand side delivery. Oh, okay, the centre backs are still sleeping. Okay, nice, lovely. Tossing. Is that tossing? Yeah. Okay. All right, cool. Fairs. All right. Let me mentally prepare myself because I'm not crashing out like I did at halftime when these men started ringing my phone. It's not part of my plans. I've got food now. Boy, overhead kick from Calvert-Lewin. You know it's a rough night when that's happening. And you know what he's just done, by the way? He's brought on Gusto. Out of all 3 right backs we have, is the least aerially dominant. Do you understand the foolishness that's happening? I would have brought on Josh and Reece before Gusto in this type of game because the set pieces are not going to stop. The long throws are not going to stop. But we've brought on the aerially most suspect defender at right back in terms of, for the goal, Mikel Merino, as much as the defenders are not, you know, where they should be and, you know, Delap gives away the ball, cross comes in from Saka, Gusto's over there, and Gusto is not winning the header either at the back post against Arsenal. Even though I don't think the goal was his fault because it was 2v1, but he's aerially not going to be able to handle anything that Leeds throw at him on that side. They're going to target him, if anything. So that's a huge gamble from Maresca when he's got the other 2 on the bench. Reece, I get because of the fitness and you've got to look after him, but that's where Josh comes in for me. That's where Josh comes in. Go on. Gittins. I swear to God. Yes! Pick up this football now! Pick up this foot... Neto! I will snap these headphones if you don't focus. No! There's a time and a place for your celebration. There's no time for celebrations. This is not a happy occasion. Pick up the ball and let's go. This guy's crazy. What's wrong with these players? Do they think this is funny? I swear to God, these men think the GA is more important. These men think the GA is more... Bro, are you mad? Are you mad? Come on. Can we be serious? No, don't tell me to calm down. Can we actually be a serious fucking club for 2 minutes? Why am I seeing a man doing his trademark celebration? We're 2-0 fucking down. It's 2-1. Get the ball and move back to the centre circle. I don't want to see nothing. Nothing. I don't care. I'm old school. Today I'm old school. I don't care. I don't want to see shit. I'm too vexed. It's not time for your trademark. This ain't FIFA. Let's go. No, don't celebrate. It's not a celebration, bro. This is a fucking disgraceful. It's a disgraceful first half that needs rectifying. This is Leeds, bro. They have 11 points. Leeds. They're in the relegation zone. What are we doing here? It's not, bro. Don't make me say the S word, bro. About the standards, bro. Don't make me do it, man. Don't make me do it, chat. Don't wind me up. Do not wind me up. If I was captain, I'd slap the back of everybody's head and get them to the centre circle right now. Slap them on the back of their head. Go on, Delap. Boy, please get a shot off. Oh, near post. Oh, gotta be a bit better than that. Gotta be a bit better than that, man. Delap. Gotta go across goal. It's difficult because the angle's tight and the defender's cut it off by sliding. So really, it's getting blocked probably anyway. But yeah, at least we actually made it through with João Pedro there playing him through. So that's the second time now João Pedro had been able to find him. I need to see a lot more of it. A lot more. But we ain't got time to waste. We need that second goal immediately. We're playing catch-up right now. We're way behind schedule. Maybe I'm too old school, man. But for me, unless you equalize or you score the winner, bro, I don't believe in celebrating when you're losing, bro. That don't even make sense. Even Sunday League. That's not the message. It's not about you right now. I'll be honest. This ain't time for. This ain't about you. This is about the team is underperforming. Oh my God, the build-up. The build-up is still ropey as hell, guys. Get through that, please. Gusto, release the ball, release the ball. Oh, Gusto. Tossing, you're losing the aerial duel. Tossing, you're losing the aerial duel. Oh, fucking fiddlesticks. What the fuck are we doing? Is that offside? It better be offside. That flag better go up. It better be offside. Tossing, get the fuck off this pitch. Get Tossing off this pitch now. Now. I want him off this pitch. You could, bro. No. I don't care. I don't care because you don't lose that duel against. No. I don't care. I don't care. You're not losing that duel. Get off the pitch. Get him off this pitch, bro. Get me Achampong on this pitch right now. I'm not having this bullshit, bro. I'm not. You're not fast and you're not winning the aerial duel. What are you doing here? What are you doing here? What's the point? You're not quick. You're not winning the aerial duel. So what are you doing? You're not recovering in behind because you're not quick enough and you're not winning the aerial duel. So what are you doing here, bro? What are you doing here? It doesn't make sense. I'm not having this shit. I'm just not. It's crazy work. So poor. So poor, man. I don't care. Because it's just another warning as to what we have to deal with when another set piece comes in or another cross comes in. This guy is just fucking mad. He's moving crazy. Oh my God, we were defending so well. This guy comes back into the team moving like idiots again. Can't be a coincidence, man. Can't be a coincidence. The whole week, we were defending fine. Soon as this brother comes back into the team, the whole thing is collapse again. It's crazy. Neto. This guy, man. You gotta go, man. You gotta go in January, man. I'm done. Washing my hands. I don't give a fuck. You gotta go. Just leave. Pure profit, man. Go. Done. Finished. Get out. Had enough. Not the standard, not the level. Go. Off you pop. Didn't work out. Was hoping for Gary Cahill. I got Tal Benaim instead. Done. Done. I ain't got the patience for this. Taking valuable minutes from Josh for no reason. No reason whatsoever. You're not better than him aerially at this point, and you're not better than him on the ground in terms of the quickness and the pace. So you may as well just go, bro. Just wasting our time. That was good play, João Pedro. Go on, play it. Second goal needs to come ASAP. ASAP. Good play. Hold on a second. Am I bugging? Hold on a second. I must be bugging. Wait, what? He took off Esteval? Bro, I'm looking at the picture. Do you know, I just assumed Gittins came off. I'm looking at this. I saw Gittins nutmeg someone. I said, hold on a second. You took off Esteval? From that first half, that's what you saw? What? Do you know what? I'm late to the party. That's crazy. It's just only just dawning upon me. That's crazy. Bro, this whole time I thought Gittins got hooked. I just accepted it. Because I was just like, there's no way he's taking off Esteval. It's not possible. Nope, it's possible. Okay. That's strange. I'm not gonna lie. That's super strange. Yeah, Gittins had the assist, yeah. Still strange. Still strange. Based on the first half. Like I said, based on the first half. Yeah, Esteval, I'm not saying Esteval was great, but I don't think Gittins wasn't great either. But I know who were the worst attackers, and it certainly wasn't Esteval. Gusto, you got to get back up. Oh my God, it's a free kick, surely. Referee? Oh, damn. Oh. He lost his head. The yellow card, yeah, you're right. Probably the yellow card. That's such a stupid thing to do, though. So petulant. If that's the reason, then boy, that's a big shame. Gittins ball in. Oh, unlucky. Better from Gittins now. Very unlucky. That's so dumb. Such a poor yellow card to pick up. If that's the reason, or part of the reason he's come out early. Wow. Wow. Nini ran for everyone. Enzo. Oh, this is madness, man. The build up today is so dodgy. So he's taking off Gittins now, and he's bringing on Garnacho, and he's taken off João Pedro. No, Delap, and he's bringing on Palmer. Yeah. Now, would I have liked to seen Esteval and Palmer together? Yes, I would. But let's see how this goes. I'm not really sure. I don't know. Maybe Palmer can only do half an hour. Maybe that's part of it. But yeah, let's see. Because for me, this guy needed to come on at halftime. We need to score in the next, like, 15 minutes, guys. Because we need 2 goals. Can't even eat. These men have made me lose my appetite. I'm going to have to eat after. "61 minutes gone." It's Neto. Garnacho. Free kick. Good play. These men have to find 2 goals, man. They cannot do this to us. These men cannot be doing this to us. They can't run. I'm assuming these men are going to find 2 goals. They have to. They actually have to. There's no way they're going to play with our lives like this. There's just no way. Cross coming in. Shocking delivery. It's not a good delivery, man. Meat and drink for the goalkeeper. Ampadu's doing the long throw. I don't want to even hear about Caicedo. It's no excuse, honestly. I don't even want to hear it. I don't want to hear we can't beat Leeds because we don't have Caicedo, please. I can't tell you how crazy that sounds. This pass map. I don't even know if I'm mentally ready for it. These centre-backs. If I get a hold of their pass map today. It's offside. João Pedro's offside. I hate December, man. Go on, Ganacho. Go on. Palmer. It's got to go in, man. It's got to go in. Great play from Ganacho. It's got to go in. It's got to go in, brother. Oh my God, I can't believe we're in this position. Can't believe we've put ourselves in this position, man. It's quite incredible. I thought it was a corner as well. I thought it took a little nick off the defender, but nope. Well, according to the referee and the fourth official anyway. I'm pretty sure it was a corner, but it's what it is. What's everyone complaining about now? Messing up the flow of the game. Oh, are we gonna get another red card or something? No. Oh. I don't know what's going on there. Chalobah's looking for a free kick. Garnacho. Enzo. He's not put any conviction behind that shot. Santos has been so disappointing today, man. He's all over the place. It's an absolute mess out there. Don't know what the fuck is going on with him. Costa. Oh, toss in. Toss in, toss in, toss in, toss in, toss in, toss in, toss in! Welcome back, bitch! Get the fuck out of my club! Get the fuck out of my club! Get out of my club! What are you lot doing? Nah, it's done. You lot are finished. You lot are cooked. Yeah? So now all of this, for no reason. Shock horror. Yeah? Shock horror. Might even screenshot it myself. Get out of here, man. Get the hell out of here, man. Get out of here. You got 1 month. 1 month's wages left. January off you pop. Get out. Go play for Palace or some shit. Go replace Mark Gurhey. Get out of my club. All of you idiots, really. You know? There's no need to discriminate. All of you are idiots, actually. Lose touch from tossing. Yeah. But in terms of the general, you're all idiots. So I don't want to treat anyone differently. I don't want to, you know, everyone's equal around here. You're all idiots. Just in case you were wondering, you know, I don't want you to get the wrong idea. Because obviously Tossing's the one I'm taking my anger out on because he's the one that made the mistake. But really, you're all idiots. So just forget it, man. Forget it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's actually funny, I'll be honest. It's so predictable. You put all that energy into Arsenal. You don't win. So, you know, regardless of the performance, regardless of the context of the 10 men, you still don't win. So that means we have to go back to square one. And then we come to this game and is that Calvert-Lewin? Calvert-Lewin scores. Is that Dominic Calvert-Lewin? Surely. Career could have been over a long time ago. Still kicking ball in this Prem. Fortunately. Very fortunately. Has scored against us. Of course. Why not revive a random striker at Christmas? Why not? Just as December hits, why not just revive one of the crustiest, dustiest strikers in the league? Why not? Hasn't seen form since Carlo Ancelotti was at Everton. Why not? Just revive him. Why not? Let the charity begin. Let the charity begin. December is a gift-giving month. You need 3 points? Here you go. You in a relegation battle? No problem. We got something for you. Foolishness. Wow. What a week. And what a waste. So many bones in this. Apologies. What an exhausting week for no reason, right? Just for this. Crazy. All that blood, sweat, for no reason. Because you just... This just makes it all irrelevant. I'll be honest. This just makes it all irrelevant. You just wasted everybody's time. You wasted your own time. Because you're back where you started. You're actually worse off. You've managed to go 9 points behind the very next game. You couldn't even fake it. You couldn't even fake it. This is the problem. I'm not even asking you to actually do it anymore. I'm just asking you to at least fake it. At least fake it. Crazy. So, 9 points. Because we've lost now. I'll tell you that now. We've lost. We're not coming back. So, really, 9 points. Which means it's done. By the way. Not coming back from 9 points. Not capable. Never was. Only way we were going to be involved is if you stay right next to them. They're not going to be dropping many points. Don't be asking for favours. Kalas. The thing is Kalas, guys. It's Kalas. Cooked. Finished. Welcome to December. I want Tosin sold in January. It's not only his fault. However, you are part of the problem. You need to go in January. You're wasting our time. You're wasting your time. You're wasting our time. You're wasting everybody's time. You are not good enough. Get out of the club. Respectfully. Just leave. You're not good enough. I don't have my manners on today, so I'm sorry to be brutally honest. You need to leave. You didn't cost a penny. You're the oldest one. We have to get the money. We have to go and get the coin. You have to go and get the profit. You need to leave. You're not good enough. You're not good enough. Look at this. Look at this handball. Look at this. Look at this. You're playing a different sport now. You don't even want to play football anymore. Man's playing basketball. Man's playing rugby. Huh? You're not winning aerial duels. You're not quick. You're not leading the team anymore. You're now trying to handball it. What are you doing? Get out of the club. In January, sold to the highest bidder. Leave the club. You are taking minutes from Josh Achampong. You are wasting our time. You are wasting your time. You are wasting everybody's time. Leave the club. Leave. Take this last month's wages. You've had your time here. You've had your Club World Cup. You've had your Conference League. Off you pop. Off you pop. That's that. Finished. This is the game that broke the camel's back. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Because I'm not about to have a highly rated, highly sought-after talent in the defense that is ready to at least contribute. And if he's going to make mistakes, it's going to be for a reason where we can actually build on this. We can't have you taking his minutes. I'm sorry. We can't have you taking, you're not worth it. I'll be real, you're not worth it. You can't be taking his minutes. You need to go. You need to leave this club. You're the first, you and Desassi and Sterling, obviously, who's training at 8 p.m. You man are the first ones out the door. I'm not too bothered about the bomb squad right now. But you, in terms of the first team, you are the first one out the door. The first one. If this was career mode, and I was running the thing on the PlayStation, on the controller, I'm going straight to your name. I'm going to the button that says transfer list. I'm transfer listing your clot. And the first bid that comes in, I'm selling. And I'm seeing that graphic where you're walking out the reception with your bags packed and you're gone. Yeah? Apprentice style. Straight into the taxi. You're fired. You're finished. That's it. It's done. Done. Because truth be told, you're bringing the average age of the squad up anyway, to be honest. I hate to break it to you, but we're the youngest team in the league. I don't know if you've heard. I don't know if you've heard anyone say it. We're the youngest team in the league, and you're actually kind of fucking up the average because you're a bit older. So if we get rid of you and bring in another young player, then the average is even lower. So you're actually fucking with the team. So you need to go. Because you're actually messing up the perception of the squad. It's even younger than you think. So off you gotta go. You gotta go, mate. And you're gonna go with love. No, you're gonna go with love. Go with love, man. It's not even personal. I'll be honest. Just go with love. Unks. Everybody loves an unk, man. Everybody loves an unk. Like I said, it could have been a Gary Cahill. It turned into a Tal Benaim. It is what it is. It is what it is. It's a shame. But that's the reality of it. You have not been able to step up to the level. Time to go. Time to go. January, start looking for clubs. You're not coming back from this. I ain't got time for you to even come back from this. I ain't got the patience. You gotta leave. I'm so serious. You need to leave this club. I'm very angry. I'm very, very angry with your performance today and on previous days. It's no coincidence that as soon as you come back into this team, these lot start defending like clowns. I can't say it's a coincidence. I can't say it's a coincidence. You had one decent game against Burnley, who had nothing up top. Even tonight, there's not really much up there, but you still managed to make a mockery of the thing. You gotta go. You gotta go. Because these lot weren't defending like this before you got here. I'll be real. Look at this. You're getting twisted. Look at you. You're still dancing. You're getting twist up. Hall of shame performance from these defenders today. And this whole team. But especially him. And Maresca, I don't really know why you've played him. Exactly. I really don't know why you've played him. I said it at the start of the game. Why is he on the pitch over Josh? Why? Do you really think Josh would have had this performance? Do you really, really, really think, from what we've seen from Josh this season, do you really think Josh would have played this bad? I really don't think so. Every time I've seen Josh, he's put in a solid performance. He's been good aerially. He's been good on the ground. He's been quick. He's recovered. Why on earth today, against a back five, did you decide to play 3 centre-backs when you have a right-back that can play centre-back that's good in the air? He literally ticks all of the boxes that you could possibly need to tick in this situation and scenario. Okay, you need someone aerially dominant because you got corners and set pieces defend. Acheampong is just as good in the air at this point than Tosin. Tosin has been shit in the air this season at times. So Acheampong is not a risk with his tall 6'3", 4 frame. You want pace because you're going to be dominating on the halfway line. You're going to have space for Leeds to counterattack because you're going to have all the possession. Josh is ticking that box. You want a right back who can overlap Esteval in that first half, give a bit of width, who's played there in the academy days. Oh, Josh. Bingo, Josh. And I'm not even saying that's the whole reason behind it. But again, it's just ludicrous. It's ludicrous that we've conceded 3 goals with 3 centre-backs on this pitch and defended like clowns. And the guy that you brought in is the worst of the lot. The worst of the lot. And on if we're grading this season's performances, he has been the worst centre-back this season by a country mile. Because at least Chalobah's got some form now before this game. Badiashile barely played. When he has, he's been solid up until today. Josh, not put a foot wrong all season. Fofana, not put a foot wrong when he's played. So the only player that's actually been consistently crap has been him. And you still play him. Crazy. 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 For what reason, I do not know. Fuck around and find out, I guess. You're going to learn this time? You're going to play him again in the Christmas period? Let me know. Or have you learned your lesson? I'd love to know. I'd love to know if you've learned your lesson. What a waste. I don't even think I could even begin to go into how many things have been wrong with this performance. I think it actually might take me the longest amount of time. I'm gonna have to literally, oh man, I'm gonna have to be so quick with it. I'll be there for half an hour, otherwise it's crazy. It's absolutely insane. This performance is absolutely shocking. KG, shut up.
Army vest in the bin, mate. Put the army vest in the bin. The army hat in the bin. Don't eat anything after midnight, because you know what happens to gremlins after midnight. And go to bed.
I didn't even mean to do that. Please don't ring me back. I pressed the wrong button.
Bring that out of you, man. Bro, I just want to apologize. Because
You know what the problem is with KG? when he wants to apologize, you can literally see his smile behind it. I don't even need to see this guy, and I know he's smiling whilst he's sending his voice note. He's not apologizing. He's grinning ear to ear. There is nothing sincere about this apology. There's nothing remotely sincere about this apology. This guy is about to start laughing. I'm telling you now.
No man should crash out like that, especially a man that's in the title charge.
Oh, God, shut the fuck
I
up.
just can't believe it, man. I'm here for you.
Shut up. Shut up,
Heavy,
Cage.
bro.
Just shut up, bro.
I actually done a course as well, and the course basically to get through pains like this, basically just have to breathe in and say, Abramovich, Abramovich, Abramovich. Roman. And he
I'm not even bothering. You got anything else important?
really want to apologize and say, I've got your back. And I've done a course as well. So all you got to do is breathe in and say, Roman. And Roman Abramovich comes back. So if you do that, I've got your back. It's not easy out here in these YouTube streets, but someone's got to be on the mains, bro. Big up. Hold on. GA's up.
Yeah. Well, it's a 2-horse race. If it will even be a 2-horse race, the way that City were playing yesterday, fucking hell, it'll only be a matter of time before they're out of it as well. The amount of bones in this is pissing me off. I can't even enjoy my food. This is just a bad day. That's what this is a bad day. Across the board. I was already angry. Cooked. What a volley from Enzo Fernandez. What a volley. There's nothing worse than sitting here, yeah, in silence. Everything is still apart from the fucking chat and all of the little emojis that come with it. I should speak to YouTube and Google and see if we can ban emojis, because the amount of fucking laughter I see in the corner of my eyeball, I swear to God, it's the most infuriating thing in the world. It's just this ever moving bunch of emojis just stacking one on top of the other. And it's so fucking rapid. That is how I feel. I'm in a simulation. I feel like I'm in a simulation. Nothing else is moving. The screen is not moving. Everything around the chat is not moving. I am not moving. The table is not moving. Everything is still, apart from the fucking chat, which is moving at an insane rate. And will continue to until this game is finished and I've left the stream, which I could easily do right now. I don't even know why I'm still sitting there, to be honest. Moment of realization. That's what this is. Moment of realization. December 3rd, 2025. Rest in peace, another Premier League season. Last season, we could have gone top before Christmas. It's the 3rd of December. We're 9 points behind. Make that make sense. Must be Club World Cup tax. Some of these players must be very confused. I'd be having an identity crisis if I was them. I wouldn't know what I am. Am I good? Am I shit? I don't know. I'm actually confused. Leeds. Leeds United. And the final whistle has blown. And Chelsea have been comfortably smoked by Leeds. They've been comfortably smoked by Daniel Falk, a manager that literally gets relegated every time he's in this league. He gets relegated. Every time. We actually brought Calvert-Lewin back to life. Of all people. Looks like Calvert-Lewin's been on some bad form. Against Bournemouth, against Spurs, against Burnley, against West Ham, against Brighton, against Forest, against Villa. But then against Chelsea and City, he appears to have scored goals. That is a very strange situation. Okay. So the Premier League table as it stands, Chelsea are down to 4th. They were 2nd not so long ago, but they're down to 4th on 24 points. Arsenal on 33 points. Chelsea are 9 points behind Arsenal. 4 points behind Man City. And they're 3 points behind Aston Villa. Did you hear that? Or do you need me to say it again? We're 3 points behind Aston Villa. 3. Comfortable, like a comfortable 3 points. If Man United win their next game, they'll go level on points with us. They play West Ham tomorrow at home. The margin of room for error is very low at the top end of the table. If you didn't already know, you can't afford to fuck about what you find out, as you can see. We could be level with Man United again. We're done with this, okay? We're done. We know what we are. Today, we know what we are. We can't afford to rotate and go to Leeds and win. So therefore, over Christmas, when we have to continue to rotate, we will drop more points because it's Christmas and because we have to rotate. First game without Caicedo, we've lost. Delap and João Pedro, if I speak. These are the strikers we're relying on. And he's going to pick Tosin in another game at some point. So that's already dropped points. We're still going to make progression on the points, I think. I think we're still going to finish top 4. If that doesn't inspire you, I'm very sorry. But that is the reality. We're going to hopefully finish with 70, mid-70s, maybe low 70s, I don't know. Depends how we are, but we're gonna make top 4. Never had a problem with that, never worried about that. But in terms of anything more, nah. Too inconsistent. And that's funny because we've actually won a lot of games recently, but guys, it just goes to show you can't lose at home to Sunderland. You can't lose at home to Brighton. You can't draw with Brentford. You can't lose to Leeds. It's too much. I'm afraid this is another call I'm going to decline. I'm sorry. I've declined a lot. It's nothing personal. I've declined a lot of calls. I've had a lot of calls. We've bottled it. Again, we've bottled it. That's it. I'm looking at the stats. Leeds XG 2.82. Chelsea XG 1.10. Five shots on target for Leeds to 2. We had 2 shots on target in 90 minutes. One of them went in. Finished. I'm gonna go. I got things to do. I got bigger fish to fry. Super chats. Super chats. Super chats. Super chats. Why do we have super chats? Why? Why do we have super chats? Fuck's sake. I can't stand super chats. I can't stand super chats, man. Fucking hell, look at the amount of fucking super chats. Look how many fucking super chats there are. It's gonna take me like 10 minutes to get through this bollocks. You lot are delaying my shit. Hold that Millhouse. Chelsea deserved all of that bottlers, innit? The cup final against Arsenal didn't give you a title. You man dropped the army gear, started smoking gear. Can we not recall Ensamino? Arsenal. Proper Chelsea. I asked why Tosin was on and why Chalobah right back Tosin played in every loss this season. Best of the best. Is Tosin better than Dasasi? Send him to the gulag. Why couldn't you play with the same fight and energy you had against Arsenal? I guess Arsenal definitely made Chelsea look good. We can beat PSG, Liverpool, Barcelona, go toe-to-toe with 10 men with Arsenal, but we can't absolutely get dogged by 19th place fucking Leeds. Love being a Chelsea fan. Big up man from Mars. You are in simulation, by the way. Title race Chelsea. Turkish is cooking you next show. I think Caicedo had a bad game, to be honest. I think Rice is the one. You put too much into your cup final on Sunday. Why is it always in December we fall off? My general is getting cooked for the smoke Don brought on Monday. I love you, brother. Just circling the black on the ops. The block on the ops. Okay, great. You must pay for the sins of your fan base. Come on, you Gunners. Tossing is shambolic. Ass player for real dog water. Laughing emojis. Blood, sweat, and respect. 9 points back. Grass to understand you need to be a consistent centre-back pairing. You can't keep changing the back line in the Prem. This is not the Carabao Cup. All this talk about the draw of Arsenal, but you were saying 10 men Barca was easy. Arsenal fans deluded. At least Chelsea were warriors with 10 men! Take a minute. Just take a moment. I need to shout. Shout. Take a moment. Shout. No need to shout. Take a moment. There's no need to shout. Sausage outfit. I'm not waiting. I'm not wearing that. I told them already in production I'm not wearing that. So don't even try it. Don't worry. In January, Tosin will leave, and we'll get another prospect. We will wait for 5 years to be ready. This board will prove it's joke. It's a joke. Done with wild smoke on Monday for you to face repercussions. I can't stand Don. I should have never given him the opportunity. Are you eating humble pie? Conference League backline in the Prem. Guan Enzo. Commiserations, Matisse. It's always tough motivation after a win of a cup final. Arsenal so big, you got to keep hate-alongs to exist. All that chat from you all week for this. Why are you eating biryani? Can we have Dom on the big six again tomorrow? We need to feast. You huff and puff against Arsenal, can't handle Leeds. How did it take 15 minutes for you to realise that? Calm down. Just remember, you drew to Arsenal at the bridge. Just 1-2-0. Over to you. Idiots thought they were in the title race. Best of the best players for everyone. Can't even beat Leeds. This lot, not even close to top of the table. This is not Roman anymore. Hold that bum. What invest tonight? Fernandez didn't touch the ball in the build-up. Oh, this is so painful. There's still so many super chats. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm gonna cry. Tossing is a disgrace. When you see him and Buddy Show, you know Bozo pumps up him. Oh, this is painful. He can make 11 changes. We're not getting a result. 4-4-2, quick passes. I can't do this anymore, guys. I'm fucking done. I've tried to read your super chats. And you're still sending in more. Because you're a bunch of cunts. That's right. I said it. I said the C word. You're a bunch of fucking bitches. Why are you sending in more super chats? Fuck off! I'm not doing this anymore. I'm gonna cry. Stop sending in super chats. I'm done. I'm not reading them. I'm not reading them.